Oh, God, I like that one a lot. That's a band called The Record Company and Baby, I'm Broken. And I'm loving discovering music again. I was in the hall the other day. No, I was actually in the bathroom. And Mark Goodman from, you remember him from MTV.
Sure.
That's one of the original VJs. He works here. He works on the Spectrum and does a very good job. I think he works on a couple other channels. And I always try to talk music with the guy a little bit because he knows his shit.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, Ope, you got to check out this band called The Record Company." Never heard the name or nothing. So I just started checking them out on YouTube. That's how I listen to my music on YouTube. It's all free. I like that.
Yeah, that sucks if you're a band, but I mean, if you're touring, I guess you make your money that way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I love free music. It's fun, and I don't even know if anyone's playing that song, but that's the one I thought was pretty catchy. So, "Baby, I'm Broken" by the band Record Company, and that's how we start as we say good morning to Mark Norman. How are you, Mark?
Hey, good to be here. Record Company, very meta.
Very meta?
Yeah, the title.
Yeah.
We're listening to a band called The Record Company.
Yeah. I know, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
It makes it hard to look up because then I was Googling them and I'm like, no, I don't want to learn about Sony Music or Atlantic.
Right.
I want the band that's called The Record
That's
Company.
probably why they do it. They just want to fucking fly under the radar. And their first song, she was a giveaway. "We Are Scum." Raping the artist.
Right. Shitty contract.
I'm the same way. I go free. I listen to my own album on Spotify.
Yeah.
I don't even pay for it.
No, I don't know. I don't know. It's bad because we have the bands in here and they're like, yeah, man, we got to tour so much more just to try to make money because you just don't make it off the records anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And they all have a T-shirt. It's all about making a nice T-shirt for the fan base.
I was talking to my agent about shooting something, and he said, yeah, whether you own it or whether they own it, he goes, all right, if you own it, he goes, how many more dollars are there out there for original content now? It's like there's so much out there. Yeah. Everyone has it. Like, even if you own it, what are you going to do with it? Yeah. Like, I'm thinking, I own a couple of them, but what do you do with them? I'm not going to resell them. No one gives a fuck because they're all over the place. They're DVD, you can download them.
Ah, yeah.
So it's like, it's not, maybe if you're again, you're Kevin Hart big where you can redistribute somewhere, but it's like, you're not going to make the money off of the work anymore. It's more just the tours.
We live in an era where free content is king. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. We're kind of lucky that we still get paid to do this. I mean, you go on iTunes and every single person has a podcast, and there's some good quality podcasts out there. And well, you're one of them, Mark Norman.
Alec Baldwin has a podcast,
right?
Alec Baldwin.
You and Joe List have a very good podcast, but you're not really making any money off it. It's unbelievable that everyone's just giving it away for free.
Right.
I don't know what they're supposed to do, but I guess you hope that the podcast gets popular enough where it helps your numbers.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Right.
It does too. Podcasts really help, man. It's a weird, dedicated, whatever the dedicated download, or people want to hear it. They want to hear what you're promoting. Mm-hmm. It's great. Podcasts help a lot.
Yeah, and even here at SiriusXM, a lot of broadcasters don't really make any money anymore.
Right. I know.
I can't mention names, but I know guys that are making, $100, $150 a shift. That's it.
Really?
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Are they hiring?
And big names. We might have to put you on the pay list.
All right.
Now that you're kind of on the short list of guys we go to. The short list guys get a little pocket money from us.
Wow, hey, all right.
That's right.
Don.
$1,500 an hour.
What? Don, take care of that. Put Mark Norman on the short list.
Yeah, but
on the special list.
But yeah, Marin and Corolla, Rogan,
those, and Bill Burr makes good money. But those guys make. I've heard numbers about what Rogan makes. It's good money. Mm-hmm. But again, Joe does a fucking 2-3 hour podcast a week.
Yeah, it's true.
He does 6 hours a week. He has his own studio that he pays a lease on. Joe's a smart businessman.
Oh yeah.
I love Corolla too. He owns the fucking building.
Right.
I love Rogan's setup. But I mean, for every Rogan and Mark, Marin, there's guys doing pretty decent podcasts that are just making nothing.
And Marin, for years though, guy. Maybe Mark would come in here. He would use the studios in the next room. Hey, I'm introducing the guy. Like, Mark really worked to make that.
Yeah.
Like, he was for a long time made nothing.
We were sort of in on that in a way. I mean, he would do our show a lot. And he was always talking about, I think I'm going to start a podcast. And it was in that day when it was just weird to even hear the name podcast. Or
I suggested the name What the Fuck. I said, do you want to call it What the Fuck as a joke?
Is that right?
No.
Oh, shit.
I just wanted to feel like I was on the ground floor or something.
Yeah.
Felt good for a second.
I could have been on the ground floor or something. Our old pal Eric Logan, he sat me down one day. I learned a lot over the years from him. He goes, I'm telling you, embrace the podcast now. I'm like, podcast, shut up. It was years before it hit.
He's right.
And now look, he just knew that this was going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
That everybody would be podcasting. He's like, I'm telling you. He said, start bringing them onto the channel and get the good ones because this is where the world's going.
Oh, yeah.
So...
It's one of those things. It's one of those things where when you have a radio gig, we're on satellite. It's like, and it does turn into a podcast. It's like people listen. It's the same,
Yeah.
It's hard for me. I want to do a podcast. I like the idea of doing it, but it's like people listen to me. No one's gonna want to listen to my fucking podcast. They hear me for 10 hours, 12 hours a week. Like, who wants to hear more? Nah, but you know what I mean? Like it's just there's enough of me.
Right.
See, but no. I mean, if you did an hour a week. And these assholes get away with. Sorry, Mark.
Yeah, how much time a week?
How much time a week do you do?
We do one a week.
I bomb for longer than that every week.
1 hour, right?
1 hour a week. Yeah, Tuesdays with Stores. It comes out Tuesday for an hour, and then we're done.
Oh, God.
And so we'll just put a bunch in the can, too. We'll, knock out 3 in a day, and then be like, hey, we're good for 3 weeks.
That's great. We already did an hour here. We've just begun.
Wait, you do it? You start at 6?
I'm kidding. I'm just saying. But we're going to do 3 podcasts today alone.
That's true. That's wild.
We do a lot more time than you podcasters.
I don't know how you do it. Well, that's why you're getting paid the big bucks.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I've never been accused of making the big bucks, but it's fun to hear.
Jimmy does just fine.
I certainly enjoy hearing making the big bucks.
Jimmy does just fine.
Yeah, I do fine.
Speaking of podcasts, Sacha Baron Cohen from earlier this week comes in to discuss the Brothers Grimsby, because we're podcasting as well. We're in that podcast world. Then we go back to 2006 where Borat showed up to talk about his new movie along with the Patrice O'Neal stuff.
Ooh.
So subscribe and review the Opie Radio podcast on iTunes. That's this week's podcast.
Yeah, I wish I was there. I think when that happened, I was in Cleveland. And I remember we were doing a gig and with XM somewhere. I called you guys. I was on a phoner. Well, it might have been the day before. And I was having a meltdown because XM fucked up my flight or something. One of my many meltdowns. Right. Oh, boy, I'm glad I don't have those.
Yeah, it's kind of nice not to fucking yell and scream every day.
Dude, the emotional... Someone called the Advice Show yesterday talking about anger. The fucking emotional hangovers from being that angry.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you just feel like you're fucking... Like you're detoxing from something, or you're fucking you're waking up without having slept. It's just a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
Being that angry all the time.
At times it's a bit boring, but I'm glad I don't yell and scream anymore.
Oh
the fan base kind of enjoyed when I would yell and scream. Not all the time, but when, here and there. It made for good radio, but it was exhausting. I don't feel like doing that anymore unless it's needed.
No, it's embarrassing too. I listen to certain clips and I'm like,
God.
Ooh, I can't do that.
Our whole careers are online.
I know.
Every once in a while you hear an old clip, you're like, oh, God, what a douchebag you are.
Yeah, man, absolutely. But you know what's funny? I listen to that stuff, and I'll look at it, I'll go, that's going to be here long after I'm dead.
Sure.
Like, for years, and I don't think people will be, somebody will find that.
Sure.
100 or 200 years from now, doing some search for something. Maybe they'll be, for whatever reason, be looking up mediocrity. And whatever Google is at that time. But that will be there. And that's still once in a while I think of that like, ugh.
Yeah.
So but that's not special anymore because everyone's doing that now. So there's going to be hours and hours of everyone.
Of garbage
forever
out there.
Yeah, I picture my parents listening, and it really scares me.
Why?
Well, just the filth I've talked about on here or on my pod.
You just tell them that was for the radio.
Yeah, I've had to tell that lie.
Old gag. I was just pumping it up for the radio.
I know, but I think they don't think I know certain words. They're like, labia? Where'd you learn that?
I learned it from you, Dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I every once in a while I'll come upon a clip and go, ugh. And back in the day, you would have broadcasted that, and unless some idiot was out there with a cassette tape recording your shows, it was gone more or less.
Yeah.
Or only just a few people.
Then
but
again,
now
maybe
you just fucking put our names in YouTube or something, and holy crap, there's thousands of stuff that comes up.
Maybe people won't go back and listen to this. It's funny. I'm thinking of as people get more and more, you're uploading your life and everybody's watching everybody's thing. Like, you know how we look at 1910 photos?
Right.
And go like, wow. And it's just some guy waving. Back then, that was amazing that you could capture that. They're like, holy fuck, this will be here forever. We think this is amazing. 50 years from now, when every single thing every single person does is being recorded and stored somewhere, no one will have interest in going back and listening to people talk. When you can actually watch, when there's going to be fucking, there's those little, I know everyone hates Future Jimmy, but it's true.
I love Future Jimmy.
Because they have those drones, and they're working on ones that are going to,
tiny.
Insect-sized drones.
Yeah.
And you can watch anything anybody's doing at the same time without detection.
I guess we're just going to accept having absolutely no privacy.
That's going to go away.
That's what it is.
But
Kids today are already there. I mean,
Snapchat, they don't give a fuck.
they're already the fuck there. Their whole lives are up on their social media.
I agree with you. There's going to be a bajillion hours of footage and all this, but I think there's going to be that one weirdo who just searches it.
Oh, yeah, one, maybe.
You know, like you remember that guy back in the day who looked at what do you call that thing at the library? With the newspapers?
Oh, the microfilm.
Yes, the microfilm. There's going to be that guy.
Sure, you'll find those guys, yes. I just mean
I thought you were going to say that one weirdo that would go to a library.
No.
Yeah. You know that one queer went to read some books?
Yeah.
That we beat?
Have you been to a library? It's just one Asian nerd and hobos.
Really?
That's it at the library.
I haven't been in years.
It's crazy. There's free Wi-Fi in a bathroom, so it's perfect for the hobos.
My mother used to work there.
I don't know why you would go to a library when everything is on your phone now. It's kind of strange.
It's kind of quiet. It's a nice place to, like, work.
Yeah.
There's something cathartic about it, especially for older, people who are over 40. I would go to one if I had a reason to, but just the idea of looking for the book and
Yeah, it's crazy.
I hate reading on my phone. Like I read dirty text, but I hate reading books on I won't read on my iPad. That's shitty for your eyes.
Yeah. No, I just picked up Dick Cavett's book. You got to do the Audible thing.
Yeah.
I'm already on my 8th book in less than 2 months.
Yeah, you're making me want to do that because my reading habits just fucking blow, and on the plane I got to listen to something.
I really enjoy reading actual books, but I mean when you're walking around, like I'll walk home or whatever, you squeeze in a 15-20 minute segment of a book.
Yeah.
I'm going through books like crazy. I'm already 2 hours into Dick Cavett's Brief Encounters. He was amazing yesterday.
Brief Encounters. I don't know about that.
What?
He hangs out.
Oh, he's a bit chatty.
Yeah. I wonder if he ever met Muhammad Ali.
You know, we try to pick the comedians in a way where it goes along with what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yesterday was just a coincidence, but Gilbert Gottfried and
that was perfect.
Dick Cavett was a perfect matchup.
Amazing.
Because Gilbert knows all that old Hollywood shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Jerry Cooney was awesome.
And then Jerry Cooney, the goofball, comes fucking rolling in.
He was like Long Island personified.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just a big jock who wants to just shake you once in a while.
Exactly.
He just wanted to punch everybody good-naturedly.
Right. Like he's the guy you wanted to barbecue.
Yeah. And then me and Jimmy, we were having a good laugh because we realized that he loves shaking hands.
Yeah.
Loves it.
I think I shook his hand 12 times. How long was he here? Maybe a half hour?
Yeah.
And then 6 or 7 of those handshakes were after the show ended when we were just kind of mingling about. He just kept shaking everyone's hand in the room. I go, Jimmy, watch this. And I would go in for another shake.
Yeah.
What a charismatic guy he is, though.
Oh, yeah.
Just a big smile. He's like in such a fucking good mood. Mm-hmm. I guess you have, like, when you've lived that life and you've fucking knocked out Ken Norton in less than a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, he got knocked out by Foreman, but it's still.
He did?
I think 1990 was his last fight.
I kind of forgot that he knocked out Ken Norton. I forgot about that whole thing where Norton was on the ropes.
I said to Kenny, do you think he still has, like, fuck with the wrong guy at the bar knockout punch strength?
God, yeah.
Kenny's like, yup.
You saw his big mitts.
Oh, dude, he's a big guy. And his head, he has a head like this console. You'd break your hand on the side of his head. He's a big fucking guy.
And he's in great shape.
He's 6'6".
6'6", not a hint of a belly on him.
No.
I think he's pushing 60 at this point.
59, yeah. He had a short sleeve shirt. He had such a guy's outfit on. He had a short sleeve shirt and then like a sleeveless, light vest.
I don't know about
pink
that.
pants.
Thank you, Mark. But no one was going to bring that shit up.
I didn't even notice pink pants.
Yeah,
look at that.
Oh, you're right. Pink
No,
pants.
I mean, no one
salmon color.
Yeah, no one brought it up
salmon.
when he was in here. We all kind of wanted to make fun of his salmon pants.
Of course. Yeah, he looked like he beat up a golfer and took his clothes.
Right.
But that's you know what, though? A guy like that can get away with salmon pants,
Sure.
and no one in the room is going to question him.
No, you're right. Those are great for spotting.
Absolutely.
No, what's exciting for me is when we find a new guy. Jerry Cooney will be
Oh, yeah.
a semi-regular on the
I
show.
hope so.
He'll
He
be
should
coming
be.
through this door a bunch of times. He's just perfect for this. And he really enjoyed himself.
He's what you want in an uncle. You know, he picks you up and
Right.
noogies you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Jerry Cooney and Dick Cavett yesterday, and Gilbert Gottfried, that was awesome.
And he's the type of heavy puncher guy that you like, because he's not trying to be a dick to anybody. He's just a nice man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's not nice if you're facing him, but if you're just hanging out, there's nothing... There's no that shitty alpha attitude that
Yes.
some guy have. He has it in that fun jock way, but
Right.
he's just a nice guy.
He wants to bring me to a Knicks game. So
Oh, that'll be great.
he's like, we sit right behind Spike Lee, and then they give us our special entrance, and then they take us somewhere else in the garden to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, all right, here's my number. Let's do this shit.
gotta do it.
I would love to hang out with
He
Jerry
gave me
Cooney.
he gave me his number. I will take him up on that.
Yeah, we
should
got
do
it. I would go in a second. You kidding me? He's the life of the party.
But he
Oh,
probably wouldn't. I'll call him. Hey, you want to go game? No, I'm not going tonight. And I'll see him on the screen. Oh,
right.
Jerry. Oh, Jerry, how could you?
We do get the empty invites over the years.
Yes.
My favorite one ever was Quentin Tarantino said, "Come to one of my movie nights." I guess
Oh, my God.
I forgot what it was, but every Tuesday he just has people over his house and he picks movies and they all sit around, and it's usually movies you've never seen before, but you probably should have seen.
Yeah.
Oh, this whole thing, and I'm like, well, okay, but when I'm in LA, how do I find you?
Yeah.
We didn't exchange numbers or nothing. It was an empty invite.
Well, I think you're in the hot seat. You just start talking.
I know, you just babble.
Yeah, they do make these unpleasant, or they mean it in the moment, but they just after they're done. It's like whatever magic we have in here, it wears off when their left foot hits that fucking hallway.
Exactly.
It wears off.
It's like when you got a date and then you jerk off and you're like, I got no need to do this date.
That's a great way to put it.
You know what I mean?
Yep, it's
Yeah.
exactly what it's like.
And we mention it a lot, but I just love mentioning it every time. The celebrities that have a really good time in here, and then you meet them in the hall 2 minutes later, and they look at you like, "Who are you?"
Oh, yeah.
We get those from not every single person, obviously, but there's a few.
That is a bummer.
Then you realize, oh my God, they're just faking it in here.
But aren't you faking a little too? I mean,
You pump it up, but there's times you really feel like you're bonding with somebody.
yeah, that's true.
And then to realize they don't even know your name 5 minutes after the interview, it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah,
Right.
we're normally happier. Like if it's a guest like that, we are happier to have them in than they are to. Like not that they're unhappy, but they're just coming in to do the show, and usually they'll have a good time and then come back.
Yeah.
I saw J.J. Abrams the other day.
Wow.
First time in a while. Was on Amy's shoot. He stopped in for something, and we said hello. But I don't even think he remembered me. It's like I've met him outside of radio too, quite a few times.
He did our show a bunch.
Yeah, and
A few times.
I've talked to him with Jonathan, and he was like, "Hey, they just." Something about my face doesn't register with people.
Really? That fucking mug?
It's amazing how they block. I think they block it out. It's so unpleasant.
That's what it is.
It's an awful experience.
Right.
It's like the smell of fucking Pabst beer when you're 7 over your shoulder.
Oh, God, really? Beer breath action.
Yeah, you
huh?
wipe it out of you. Right.
I can't believe the homeless hoarders junk train got tossed in the garbage. This
Yeah.
is all this lady had.
Oh, my God.
And that's just because the press made a big deal about it yesterday and wrote that article.
Yeah, are they going to give her any money for it, or no? They give her anything for it?
I don't know, but this lady, if you weren't listening yesterday, she had a whole train of shopping carts. It would take her pretty much hours
Yeah.
just to cross the street with all her shit. I forgot how. It basically was a block of stuff.
Wow.
In a
Well, what
train.
does she expect? What does she expect? Decent people are working.
And then they here it is: 20 grocery carts, 14 laundry carts, 8 suitcases, 2 large crates, and 1 dolly. And she would just wander around New York, and would just slowly, try to cross the street. And I don't know. That's how she kind of lived her life. And,
Consolidate, miss.
and the NYPD had no time for her.
Wow.
They threw her shit out yesterday.
Well, there's probably so much traffic and stuff it's caused. A whole. Imagine when she can't go on the sidewalk and she has them all in the lane, and then she has to cross. It's a whole fucking thing.
It's true.
It's a whole thing.
It looks exhausting.
Dude, it's exhausting.
Remember, what was it? What was the guy's name that would fiddle?
Oh my God, Papa
Rocks?
Papa Rocks.
Papa Rocks. We had a homeless guy.
Fiddling with his guitar.
I kind of miss hanging out with the homeless guys. We would, Keith the Cop used to bring these guys in, mostly, but then we would find them from other places as well. But you'd get just a star in here.
Yeah.
And this Papa Rocks walked around with a guitar with like maybe 1 or 2 strings still left, and we just wanted him to play something. There he is. Holy shit. And he would never play his song. And what would you yell? Stop.
I just stopped fiddling because he kept fiddling with it. It's driving me nuts.
It drove Jimmy nuts.
He was just trying to get everything ready and like, it's like, just play.
Right.
This fucking neurotic fiddling drove me fucking ballistic.
And the more he did it, the happier I would get, because Jimmy legitimately was so bothered by this guy. Yeah. There he is. Doesn't he look,
I liked
look
him.
Like he's ready to jam something nice?
He's an hour away from being ready.
Even though it looks like he said that's just the beginning.
He's got like an Axl Rose vibe.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Did you like him, Travis? Did you enjoy him back in the day?
I liked the
how it bothered Jimmy.
Yeah, I loved how it bothered Jimmy. Yeah. And because that's all he would do. He would have a tiny little amplifier, and he would just fiddle with his guitar.
Oh, that's
I'm trying to find a clip right now.
Oh, please find a clip of this that makes sense, please. And Jimmy would just start screaming, "Stop fiddling!" Yeah. All we wanted to hear was him play, even if it was for like 30 seconds.
I walked by a guy last week who I really thought was Tippy Tom.
Really?
Yeah, and obviously he's dead, but I mean, it's a fucking stunning resemblance to Tom. I'm like, part of me was like, I hope maybe Keith made a mistake and he didn't, but...
Right. Oh, no, he's got to... We had this homeless guy. I don't know if you were listening back then. Tippy Tom was...
I don't know Tippy Tom.
Hilarious homeless guy.
Really?
He had comedic timing.
We thought he had AIDS for a long time, but then it turned out he didn't. He's gay.
Yeah, this guy was the real deal. He was hilarious. And he was he was a complete and utter mess.
It's funny how that works when you're like... When you're homeless, you know homeless people. When you're normal, you don't know. And then when you make it, you learn about homeless people again.
Yeah, exactly. We did so much stuff with this guy over the years. My favorite was discovering the petrified poo in his underwear. Petrified poo.
Petrified.
Yeah, it was like, Pat Duffy, I forgot exactly what he did with it, but we pretty much cut off his underwear, put it on a table, and then we noticed that he had poo in the underwear that's been there for years. And they were all, like big.
Whoa.
And then we actually took it out and we started, hammering it on the table to show everybody that it was rock hard. This one got rock hard.
And then fucking Pat brushed his teeth with it.
No.
Is that what he did with that one?
Didn't he?
I think, probably.
Travis?
Holy hell.
That's what he did.
Probably, yeah.
Tippy Tom was the greatest.
Tippy Tom was...
You liked him? Tom?
I loved him. I was genuinely upset when he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all sad. He did a lot of stuff for us over the years.
Wow.
There's his underwear.
Oh, my God.
I know. Look at E-Rock fucking vomiting.
I'm vomiting it.
Oh, my God.
It takes a lot for me to get a reaction like that. I was not... I mean, I was happy that we were doing... That's his poo hitting the table.
Oh, man.
Here, go back to the poo hitting the table for the people.
These poor interns.
Yeah.
Why don't we hear this? This looks like a really old clip.
Did he mention he had shit, or did you just figure he had shit?
Well, we assumed.
Okay.
Sleep under a bridge.
Yeah, we can't get the audio up on...
the love of Eve.
He was naturally funny. Like, we weren't just laughing because he was a homeless guy.
No.
No, not at all.
Naturally funny.
Yeah, like I said, he had perfect comedic timing.
Wow.
He knew how to deliver lines, and it was unbelievable. He was amazing. It's too bad his life went in that direction. Because he really had a personality that he could have got some things done in this world. But anyway, I don't know why we can't get the audio, but we held up the poo and then dropped it on the table to show everybody in Radio Land that it was as hard as a rock.
Wow.
Oh, why did we bring this up? Oh, because the hoarder.
Yeah.
And how it's exhausting. That's what it was.
It was just all those carts. I mean, what are the cops gonna do? They're probably like, they've probably seen her so many times, and like now that it's in the paper, they just got to get rid of it.
Can you give me the news clip or the clip of them basically telling her she's got to go? All right, yeah.
Well, it's funny. They didn't fuck with the Occupy Wall Street people for fucking a month or 2 months. They let them live down there and fuck everything up. And a lot of them were just kind of rich kids, and then this fucking broke lady who has shit, they just throw all her stuff out. How come they didn't go in a tent city and throw everything out?
I'm so glad they didn't. I loved Zuccotti Park. Did you go down there, Mark?
I did. I did like a little man on the street, and they hated me.
Why?
Just because I was fucking with them.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was like, do you have to smell like shit? Stuff like that. What's the deal with the drum circle?
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. It's pretty bad.
I did a whole bunch of videos down there. I loved hanging out there. I was going once a week easily.
It was
a couple
fun.
times a week, probably.
It was like the Wild West.
It was festive.
Crazy. Yeah, it was festive.
And every day there was somebody different down there, and you would see some celebrities here and there. You saw some crazy ass people, which I love checking out.
Oh, a lot of characters.
The free library. Remember the free library they had?
They had a free library.
They had a free library?
Yes, they did.
Wow.
Yes, they did.
It was just a movement. It was just a thing. Oh, there you are.
I've interviewed that guy. You interviewed some of the same people.
Yeah,
Wait, let's play this.
He was. I can't hear this.
You look.
I know. Look at young, eager Mark.
I was trying to make it, folks. I can't listen to this.
Why?
Jesus
It's good.
Christ.
Why? We're going to just beat you up for a little
Let
while.
me hear.
Why? We can't beat you up for a little while?
I can't listen.
You can't listen
Let me
to
hear.
this?
I can't hear this. What are you, crazy? Ah, boy, that voice. Nails on a chalkboard. All right. Well,
What? You're uncomfortable?
I think we got about enough of that.
Oh, yeah, a little more. That was good.
You're killing me. I was 11 years old.
How old are
Look
you?
at that.
How old are you there?
I was a virgin.
You're like clean shaven. I swear I would think I'm looking at a 16-year-old.
That's before he became a slave to the drink.
Yes.
We might have to tweet out this young Mark Norman.
Of course
video.
you do.
I had a day job. Yeah, I mean, this is after work.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a young lad. I was
How old were you?
I think I was 26 or 25, 26.
Enterprising boy.
You don't even look like you're out of high school in this video.
Oh, yeah. Those were the days.
That's pretty.
Living in Crown Heights.
How many years ago? That's 5 years ago, right?
We're looking at 5
31
years
now?
already.
32.
Okay, 6 years.
5 years.
I've aged. This morning radio.
2011. That I can't believe that's 5 years already. I know. All right, go back to the clip of the hoarding lady.
Oh, thank God.
Well, no, we're going to go back to that.
That's right. You were hoarding jokes.
Yeah. I was keeping them for myself.
All right. She's not happy. They're throwing her shit out.
I don't blame her.
Okay, that one guy had to get his camera time of him giving her money.
Put what is in there. On the next one. I'm throwing the next one.
Have you stopped?
I need this. No food.
You can take any food, yeah?
It's in there, my clothes.
That's what we told you. Take what you need and go.
You are listening to son of a bitch. Así que sea la madre que se te le muere.
Oh my God.
I get why they have to do it, but it's like, that just sucks.
Yeah.
It's like everything she has is there. Like, when you tell someone, make a decision, what do you take?
Yeah.
Right.
If you're a crazy hoarder, what do you take that you legitimately need? Like, there might be...
That's everything to her.
It's everything she has.
Someone told me, I don't know if it's a comedian or whatever, but, to understand the mind of a kid, let's say they dropped their ice cream and they start losing their fucking mind. This person said to me, just imagine your wallet just, going in the air with a whole bunch of balloons or whatever, and there goes your wallet. You know you're losing your wallet. That's the same thing to a kid. That's the only way you can understand, what they're going through. And I mean, to her, that's everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all junk to us, but in her mind, it must be like,
oh yeah,
I don't know. Just imagine your valuables.
She had to collect that over the course of a long period of time.
It's all junk.
It's garbage.
But in her crazy mind, that's the most important stuff in the world.
And how do you know what she needs and how does she know what she needs?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen Hoarders? Have you ever watched Hoarders?
Oh,
yeah,
my God,
absolutely.
it drives me nuts.
They're people I just feel I feel so bad for them.
But yeah, they'll be like, you got to get rid of this, Grandma. And she's like, okay, let me go through it. And it'll just be a stack of newspapers to the ceiling. And she's looking at each one like, I need this one.
Yeah.
I need this. And you're like,
I don't have any time for those people.
Oh, it's rough.
And I know pretty much every single one of us have probably a hoarder in our life to some degree.
Definitely.
My dad sort of had hoarding tendencies.
Really?
We had a big garage in our backyard, and there was all sorts of stuff that he would collect. And someday he was going to either fix or use for something else.
Right.
It wasn't to the point where, the show was, but I don't have time for that.
Yeah, and no one ever hoards anything good.
No.
How come no one? It's ever like Glade plugins. It's always just like cat dicks and fishing rods.
But the people are there ready to clean out the house, and she's in the yard or whatever, and it's like, and she's just like you said, picking one thing and just agonizing over it. And then they zoom out to show you just a huge pile of stuff she still has to go through.
And every time you watch that show, they're interviewing the person, and then you hear that, and then my dad did this, and then my parents got divorced. You're like, that's what did it.
Yeah.
You can always get that one pinpoint moment.
Oh, yeah. What about the newspapers where to the point where they have to make paths and tunnels to get from room to room?
And they say the same thing every time they walk in the house, and they go, the smell is unbearable.
Right. I want to go in one of these houses, though.
Oh, God.
We had a hookup for a while there with, what's his name? Forgot his name. Matt? Was it Matt? From, he was one of the guys that would come in and actually clean out these houses.
Oh, yeah. And the Dr. Zazio. Robin Zazio would come in.
Right. And, right. From the actual Hoarder show. But this guy actually does it when he's not making the TV show. And he's like, I could bring you into places you will not believe that they wouldn't, agree to be on the show.
Matt Paxton.
Yeah, I like that guy. He's supposed to take me to one of these houses. He's still doing it. Even though the show, is the show back or are those reruns?
No, that's been off the air for a couple of years.
Yeah. But I want to go in one of these houses when they're going in to clean it out.
By the way, de Blasio ordered this taken off the street when he saw the post, but they've been trying to work with this woman for a long time. She's just a fucking pain in the balls. Yeah. And it says here, her possessions were obstructing the sidewalk and traffic, and she refused to go to a safe haven location, which the city has long been attempting to get her to do. So it looks heartless, but this is someone they've probably tried many times. They've outreach to her, and she just wants to do what the fuck she wants. Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right, go fuck yourself. You're not going to clog the street with a block of shit. It's a fucking bustling city, and you're trying to a fucking block of carts with worthless trinkets in them. Fucking mental case.
Yeah.
Enough of you.
You don't think it was all necessary?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Jimmy's had it.
I've had it with her. Especially knowing that they've tried to help her many times. Another one. They try to help and try to help. Right. Cart. All right, wait. Cart. Yell. Cart. Something smells. Cart. Fuck you. I've lost all empathy because they've tried to reach out and help her and she's refused.
What about where she has to get everything across the street? And
it's just a burden on everyone fucking traveling that day. Look at this fucking mess.
One cart at a time. She, brings it across the street, then goes back and gets another one, and then she has to hook them all back up to keep moving.
Yeah, and by the way, I just saw the Yotel.
To watch this.
It would be endless. I saw the Yotel.
Yeah,
that's 42nd Street.
Yeah, that's not a busy area, Jimmy. Come on.
It's one of the busiest intersections in the world, and this fucking dumbbell is in hot weather wearing a hat, the Dwayne Reed bag. It's just all shit.
Matching Uggs. Good for her.
Good for her.
Usually you don't see the homeless people with matching shoes.
Right. Hopefully them throwing all of her garbage out will help get her into a shelter. Just stop it already. They're trying to help you.
You don't think she needs that Dwayne Reed bag? Look at this. Look at how much stuff is going into
It's filling up a garbage truck.
Yeah, it certainly is. It certainly is.
Damn.
And the cops are all watching. You're not going anywhere. There's a whole team of people.
Look at all these people.
They've all had it with this one kook.
Oh, man, it's all linked together. It's still better than the G train.
Look at all this. We'll tweet out the video. Look at all the people that have to be involved.
Wow. They've had it with her, though. One too many times. They've told you one too many times to get this shit train off the street.
She'll be doing comedy soon.
The shit train.
What's that, Paul?
How long will it be before she's like on Ellen?
Getting some.
She's not going to be on Ellen.
And they threw your stuff out. I just wanted to have my stuff, and they threw it out. Not saying, for years they've been trying to help me, and I said, no, I'd rather just clog traffic.
Right.
Now they've tried many times. Have they reached out to you? 50 times. What have you said? I screamed at them in gibberish, and then pushed my cart across the street and got beeped at.
You think she's already started a new cart?
Of course she has.
Yeah.
Last night.
You think she's...
I think she started a podcast.
You think she's caused a traffic jam or two in her day?
You know how many fucking people have had to honk at this asshole?
She's immune to honking.
Oh, my God. She's immune to honking.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Mental illness and narcissism. I mean, look, obviously she's mentally ill, but...
I got mental illness in my family. This is still hilarious.
Yeah. It's, it's
hilarious because we all get to the point where you just want to go and shake the person and go, enough already.
And that's what the city did.
Wake the fuck up.
How many carts? 20. How many long? 14. Go get her.
Right.
De Blasio, it's funny. He couldn't get the horses out of Central Park, but he could get this fucking lady's shit train off the fucking 9th Avenue. Good.
Why are you calling it a shit train? There looks like some nice things there.
It's literally one giant cart full of junk after another. She doesn't even remember what's in half of those. What is that in one of them? To go back? Is that a broom? And what the fuck is that?
Yeah, what is that?
It's a broom without the brushy part.
Oh.
It's just a broom.
They're not even good coverings. They're really threadbare coverings. And
it's
what about that cardboard box? She needs that for something, right?
There's nothing in there of value.
You know, I want to try to do the bit with you, Jimmy, but I literally can't find one thing in her junk that we could play off.
Identify, I know.
There's nothing. Like, you would think... all right, look at this picture. There's a Dwayne Reed bag.
It's a couple sticks.
And, just a couple sticks popping out of the cart.
But every one of those bags probably has roaches and bed bugs in them, and garbage juice and rainwater. What's in those?
Right, I don't know.
Sonia Gonzalez should stop it.
No, I think you guys are right. She already started her new shit train.
I'm with de Blasio on this one 100%.
She's got the first car on the shit train.
Yes, she does.
She probably filled it up already.
They let her take 3 laundry carts. I guess like things that she really would need to sleep or whatever.
All right.
Wow.
I was allowed to keep only items that had some sort of medical life-sustaining value.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's a lot of trash. What's with the horses in Central Park? He got rid of those?
He's trying to because it's fucking horrible. The lives they have to just standing there.
That is
all
rough.
These fucking awful tourists get on, I mean, I know that a lot of them have been saved from Glue Factory. You see this cunt?
No.
Sorry, that's so random to yell into the radio. I apologize.
I thought Judy Gold showed up.
She'll be here. You get along with Judy Gold.
I love Judy.
All right, yeah.
Once I realized she's just that person.
Yeah. I love doing radio with her. I don't know if the audience, I don't know, whatever.
I love her.
Judy Gold would be in, and I enjoy her immensely. Swan dies after tourist drags it from lake for
Look
photo.
at this fucking fat-faced pig. Fucking, where is she from? Like, she's a Bulgarian. Where is she from?
It's just a stupid swan. Why is she so amazed by a swan?
But look at her with her fucking awful posture. And she's like Marty Feldman. She's fucking bent over. She looks like Ozzy in 1978. She's fucking bent over, just dragging this thing out so she can get a picture. What a fucking...
And then the swan died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she should be arrested.
By the way, this article stinks because can you go back to the bottom?
She
of
doesn't
the
even put her fucking pocketbook down.
No, she's just a cunt.
She's just dragging it out of the water by
a wing.
By a wing.
It's in Macedonia. Posing with it before dumping the heartless. The unidentified woman had her fun. I hate this. She then left the winged creature to die. It's like, just say the animal or the bird. We know how a bird gets around.
Right.
Do you have to call a horse a hooved creature because you just don't want to be redundant in your writing? A four-legged creature.
Our relationship with animals on this planet is just terrible.
She drags it out to take a picture.
Terrible.
This is like the third incident of people like pulling animals out.
Yeah, what was the other one? There was
a dolphin that beats itself.
Dolphin, that's
but they weren't trying to kill it. They were just... What were they, passing it around for photos?
Well, they all wanted a selfie with a dolphin, and that dolphin died.
Yeah.
Where was this? It was a baby dolphin, too. An endangered baby dolphin was killed on a beach in Argentina last week after the animal was plucked from the water and passed around by
Was it always taken from the water?
For petting and photos.
What fucking assholes.
Who picks up a dolphin? I would never think to pick it up.
They didn't mean to kill it, but they're just fucking idiots.
Well, everyone gets excited, and then you're like, oh, let me pet the dolphin. Let me get my selfie with the dolphin.
You wonder if it died of a heart attack. It was like traumatic.
I'm sure
it's like crowd surfing.
I'm sure it was fucking screaming inside.
How long was it?
It's the only dolphin that's like, put me in tuna.
Yeah.
Also, they didn't mean to kill it, but they're just so stupid. Video footage shows the animal being scooped up by a man and quickly surrounded by a curious mob eager to touch the animal. The miniature dolphin, no more than a few feet long, is eventually left to die in the mud.
But they just left it there? They didn't even try to put it back in?
Did they put it back in the water and it got washed back up? Or?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
They kind of want to be in the water.
Yeah. There is something to be said for assault rifles used on people.
They kind of want to be in the water.
Did you see the one where they save the shark, though? The video?
No.
Where they save a shark, so it's actually a happy ending.
Those are always good.
Yeah.
No, isn't that the one where the shark died anyway, but they tried to get it? They did try.
Well, what happened? I don't know
They showed
the
it at
story.
the end, but it might be a different shark. It might have photoshopped.
I saw one where they tried to save it, but it wound up dying, but the people did what they could.
Oh.
Because I don't know if I'd actually help carry a shark. You know, something that's been around for 60 million years and his whole job is to eat. I don't know if I'd feel safe having him go, all right, this guy just rescued me. Well, the chances are if you dropped the shark in the water, he'd get the fuck out of there.
That's what happened.
He sees you as a
I don't know
predator.
this story. You got to give me the basics.
The shark was where it washed. It was on 34th Street. And nobody knew how he got there. It was like outside of a Midtown hotel.
He was in a lady's cart. That's the one.
Which one?
Cape Cod.
That's from the summer.
Should have called it Cape
Great White Shark Beaches in Cape Cod. Amazing footage.
It's just stuck up there.
Well,
he's arrogant. You're right.
and they're like just looking at it, and it's in one of those just puddles on the beach after the tide goes back
It looks
down.
like me with apnea, trying to fucking breathe. That's how I am every night, just struggling to sit up. But you know what? It's a great white shark. It's very sad to watch it.
Right.
And you want to throw water on it, but what do you do?
I'll tell you, man. Going to the Cape Cod,
they're putting water on it to try to help it.
They're trying to help. Going to the beaches in Cape Cod and then like Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard, you see sharks all the fucking time.
Oh, really?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Why is there only one guy doing it? I guess it's scary to pull a shark in.
Yeah, it's
and now what? They
terrifying.
put a rope around its back fin, and a little boat is pulling it back into the water.
He must be so embarrassed.
I know.
What are you guys doing?
And then everyone's running with their phones to check this out.
Check it out.
Now it's in the water, but it's not really moving yet.
And I think they're trying to get the thing off it. They're trying to move his thing, and they're just yelling, "Go, you asshole!" And he's just hanging out now. He's needy.
Oh my God! Did the thing?
I think he died. Or maybe they have to move it to get this stuff.
Well, you got
Sharks have to move.
Yeah, they gotta keep moving it. It might. Do we know what happened to
This is the one I remember. I think he died.
Oh, really?
I think so because they just couldn't get him going again.
Oh, that sucks. But they tried.
They tried. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
That's good to see. I mean, it's good to see that humans are actually trying to fucking help an animal.
It's a great white shark.
Instead of dragging a swan out by the wing just to get a selfie.
Yeah.
Where do you live that a swan is that amazing?
Yeah, he died.
Right.
He died, huh?
Shit.
But then again, hey, fuck you, shark. You have the whole ocean, and you got to come up to the curious jerk off. Stay in the off. How do you fuck up at the beach when 75% of the planet is water?
Yeah.
Right.
How stupid are you?
That's like us walking right up to ISIS.
If
You're going to want to avoid ISIS, and the shark's going to want to avoid something called sand.
Right.
Well, how about this? If you're out jogging and you jog straight into the Grand Canyon, you're a dumb cunt. The whole Earth is not the Grand Canyon.
That's even better.
Just avoid the Grand Canyon.
Right.
Speaking of Central Park and the horses, you reminded me of something. And tourists, how they...
Ew, this guy, look at this fucking piece of shit.
What?
More people are pulling their
Selfish animal photos trend continues as man drags shark out of water for a photo on Florida beach.
What a fucking piece of shit.
Now, this happened only a couple weeks ago.
And they're all taking pictures. What a fucking piece of shit.
Jesus Christ.
They drag it out of the water.
For a photo.
Just for a photo.
What a fucking cunt. Why am I saying nothing of value?
If I was a black comic, I could do 20 minutes on this.
White people are crazy.
Yeah. This shit always has driven me nuts, how we treat animals.
Yeah, it's rough.
But just the
in general, we don't give a
narcissism.
fuck. Yeah, that guy don't give a fuck.
He's holding this thing down in the sand to get his... I literally hope it takes his fucking hand. I would love to see the rest of his life lived with one hand.
Yes.
He's getting his
Get
photo
this picture.
out.
taking his time too.
Oh my God! Look at him posing like a
guy.
look how he's posing. What a
fucking
douchebag!
Let it go.
Who is this fucking...
And he's got the bun.
He looks like the fat Jew.
Yeah, he does.
We were just talking about the man bun too, Mark. He's got that.
I hate the
as
man
well.
bun.
What happened to the shark?
I don't know.
What a total scumbag.
I don't know. What happened to this shark? It looks like this shark might be okay.
He probably threw it back.
Hopefully they just threw it back. All right, they did throw it back, and it looks like this. No, well, it's
and then
still
it beaches itself again.
It's beaching itself
again. And then it
again.
beaches itself.
It's trying to move in the other direction, but it can't really back up.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't understand.
Fish don't like backing up.
No, they don't. Yeah, so we don't know what happened, but just to traumatize it like that to get and I'm a guy who likes a good photo. Okay.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. But I never actually fucking. I didn't drag fucking De Niro into a hallway and try to get a picture with him. You just ask.
He's flipping and flopping.
Yeah.
The thing that amazes me, living in New York and getting to, walk through Central Park from time to time is the tourists that have to take pictures of squirrels.
Oh, God.
They see a squirrel like it's the most amazing thing, and I'm so confused by that until I realize, okay, they got to be obviously from faraway lands where there's just no squirrels.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I get mad and I just yell at them like, it's a squirrel.
Yeah, it's a rat.
They're everywhere. It's pretty much, a glorified rat.
Right, but
they think it's amazing, though.
That's so funny to me. George Carlin had that great joke. He's like, you never see squirrel shit.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow, that is interesting.
I've never seen it. It must be little.
It has to be just tiny little pellets that blend in.
But yeah, squirrels, I'm not a fan. People think they're cute. I don't like them.
No, I don't like squirrels either. Sometimes people will have them as pets.
Same with bunnies. Bunnies are overrated. Everybody's like, oh, they're so cute. I'm like, they're terrifying. They have giant teeth, and they just shit pellets.
They look exhausting.
Yes. Hate a bunny.
You get a bunny for a pet, and, you can have them for 10 years, and you walk up to them, and they fucking scurry away in a complete panic. I'm like, I've been the one feeding you for the last 10 years, asshole.
Most overrated pet.
How about some recognition after all these years?
Right.
Yeah, they're cowards.
Their stupid nose wiggles, and then they go flying into the fucking woods again.
Yes.
Well, you know what it is? They have no ability to defend themselves. Like, we think they're cute, and we want to cuddle them. But anything else in nature that sees them is like, oh, I can't wait to fucking bite that piece of shit.
Sink my teeth into the back of that thing.
Utterly helpless.
It is cool to be able to pick up an animal by its ears.
Yeah.
That's a good look.
Yeah. I wrote down this too. Jimmy was talking about his love of mustard.
I love mustard too.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
People hate mustard.
He's got mustard stains.
I have a mustard stain on my sweat pant.
Is that
because
what
I was
was
eating last night. I ordered chicken, and I dipped because I can't eat ketchup because of the sugar. So I dip chicken in mustard. I eat mustard when I have eggs in the morning. I'll order mustard on the side when I'm in a diner. I eat mustard on almonds. I dip it. I dip everything in mustard.
Almonds.
Yellow or brown?
Yellow is better for the diet I'm on, but I prefer like a little spice. I treat myself.
What's the difference between the two mustards as far as dieting
maybe
going?
just an ingredient. There's an ingredient, but I don't even know. Yellow. I don't have Dijon really. I fucking love mustard.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend was like, she would dip fries in mustard.
Oh my God, everything in ketchup is also enjoyable.
Ketchup rules.
But again, there's too much sugar, so I don't fuck with it. But God, my mustard, I'm a dipper. I like dipping things. I'll eat a burger, I like to dip it in some mustard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I'm the same way with gravy. I love gravy.
That's Southern shit.
Yeah, I can put any gravy on anything.
You mean brown gravy?
Brown gravy or white gravy?
Yeah, but you're not saying like Italians like sauce.
Yeah. Right? No, yeah. Brown gravy, meatloaf gravy, mushroom gravy.
I'm a big fan of gravy.
Gravy is nice, a little salty.
I like salt.
Yeah.
Oh God, who doesn't love salt?
Sodium, baby.
Mr. Needy from down the hall says he has a rabbit.
Who?
Mr. Falcone.
Does he have a rabbit?
Of course he has a rabbit.
They probably argue over who's more timid.
We are going to break in a couple minutes, so this might not be a bad spot to get him in, knowing that we only have a couple minutes before we could say, beat it, stupid.
All right, let's ask Denny about the rabbit. I would love to see that relationship. Denny just being tentative and the rabbit going, come over here, I'm not going to hurt you.
Right. Wait, what movie? Put the bunny back in the box.
I don't know.
Con Air.
Shit.
Don't remember it.
Never saw Con Air.
Oh, man. Nick Cage at his best.
How about this? I'll tend the rabbits.
Zoolander.
Also ties in with our ketchup discussion.
Big Daddy.
Do we have any ketchup for the beans? We don't got no ketchup, Lenny.
Mice and Men.
There you go.
All right.
At the spoon face.
Is Denny coming down? He fucking stopped our show with this dumb fun fact that he has a rabbit.
He's taking his time.
Also, Denny's a man of leisure.
Also, this morning it was brought up sweet potatoes. I fucking hate people that are trying to turn me on to sweet potatoes.
I hate sweet potatoes.
Thank you.
Me and you were alone on this on an island.
Thank you.
I hate them.
Why would you have a sweet potato fry when you can have a regular French fry? It doesn't make sense to me.
Fries are different. I used to hate sweet potatoes. I hated them.
fucking hate sweet potatoes.
But I began enjoying them, and they're healthy for you. So I eat them.
Every once in a while I get tricked. I'll think it's a potato, and then I bite into it. I'm like, it's a fucking sweet potato again.
I'm with you.
They're very good. You guys.
No.
I'll tell you why I got turned on to them. Because I went out to.
I know they're really good for you.
Del Frisco's. And they had sweet potatoes with the sugar on them.
Well, anything with sugar will taste good.
But that's what turned me on to them, and now I just eat them regular. They're wonderful.
But you can put sugar on fucking horse shit. It'll taste good.
Yeah.
You have a rabbit.
Yeah. We got it from a rabbit rescue, bunny rescue place.
There's a place. There's a rabbit rescue?
Yeah, you know what happens? People around Easter time get them for the kids, and after a while...
Seems like a good idea until you realize there's no interaction with your fucking pet.
And if you have ones that, like cats, they can only stay inside. Certain rabbits can't go outside.
Why?
Because then if they get bit by a bug or, like you guys were saying before, another animal, a cat or a dog, they have no defense. That's the thing. So the only ones... You remember the Monty Python movie with the killer rabbits?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Holy Grail.
Holy Grail.
What's the name of your rabbit?
Buddy.
Do you have...
Doesn't do anything.
Nothing, right?
No, nothing.
And still scared.
You feed it, you try to go over and pick it up, and it just runs. Unless you get it from when I guess it's a baby.
Wait, you try to pet this hunk of shit and it won't let you pick it up?
No, you could pet it, but you can't pick it up once you go to grab it because they have, they think...
It's a rescue rabbit. It's not even appreciative.
Yeah.
That you've saved its fucking life. It's still scurrying away. He can't figure out that you're the one that saved him.
Yeah.
Does he crawl in your lap?
What's that? If you sit down, he'll come by and, you give him a carrot, you give him something to eat. But it's a very gentle little animal.
Of course, it better be.
Yeah.
Who's that thing in a bully?
Yeah.
First of all, they chew through all your electronic cords. That's a big one.
That.
And my ex-girlfriend had a rabbit and would jump on her stomach while she was sleeping and eat her eyelashes.
Oh, good.
Eat them? Yeah, like chew on them.
There's something wrong with that rabbit.
Yeah, well, she was a fucking whore.
Or maybe she fucking rubbed carrots on her face before she went to bed.
Well, it wasn't a carrot.
Have you ever tried to put your penis in it?
No, of course not.
I was just asking.
It's bestiality.
I'm just asking.
Bunnyality. I wouldn't do that. That's ridiculous.
What is it called?
Bunnyality?
Bunnyality.
Bestiality? That's ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
Are you getting the kids a pet? Haven't you been talking about that?
Yeah. My son. The problem is then, it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
He wants fish.
Perfect.
Yeah, fish die quick.
I want to get I think I got to get a whole fish tank.
Yeah. All right, good dad.
I'm trying to figure it all out. We had fish growing up, so it'll bring me back a little bit.
Yeah, do you back your crazy?
Nah, I just got to get fresh water, some guppies, some black mollies, that type of shit.
Don't get the beta fish because they can't.
I'm not getting
eat
beta
all the
fish.
Yeah, get some master fish with it.
I got you.
Alpha.
Travis, you get it?
I got it.
my stupid fraternity back in the day, we would get those fish and that didn't get along and get high and then enjoy them fucking eating each other.
Yeah.
As I said, how shitty humans are to fucking animals.
You don't want to hurt little animals like
that.
But
I remember also, even as a young dopey kid, that bothered me. I'm like, that's sick. What fucking guys doing? Well, where they get the two to fight each other.
Oh, yeah.
They drop them in a tank knowing they're not going to get along.
Right.
And then enjoy what happened next.
Yeah, it's like a cockfight.
Did you ever get squirrels in your house?
No.
You didn't? Like they come on the roof?
No. Why would we have squirrels in our house?
Well, because sometimes when the trees are real close to the house, they look for it to be warm.
And they jump
go
in.
Yeah.
Well, who keeps their window open in the winter?
Doesn't matter. They get into the roofs, into the eaves, I guess,
No.
They just squirrel. Yeah, they just squirrel into the house.
That would be terrifying.
And then what you have to do is you have to get traps. Yeah, that happened to us. We'd be sleeping. One morning you hear like little feet running across.
They're so fast.
Yeah. And then you get these traps from like Home Depot or Lowe's. They're safety traps. And you put something in there.
Of course you have a safety trap.
You have to. What are you going to do? Put one of those glue traps that you kill the rats with? Those are disgusting.
Well, yeah.
And then you take it. And then you catch it, and it screams like anything. You put it in the car, it's just screaming and everything. You take it like 50 miles. Because
why would you release him with his family?
Yeah.
That's funny. It just separates like roots.
How dumb is your family that you're going 50 miles?
Well, 20
I think
miles.
they go a half mile. They're not going to come back.
They know.
Why not just leave him in the yard, I'm saying?
You can't because they know that they're going to be right back in the house.
Wow.
They know.
All right, but 50 miles is
Well, 50
ridiculous.
miles
You know,
is just-
come on, stop.
I was just exaggerating just a bit.
But you're not lying about the glue traps. I was infested with mice. In my first New York City apartment. Infested. And it was Jim Norton who told me. I came in once and said, I found a little mouse last night. And Jimmy goes, if you have one, you have hundreds or whatever. And I'm like,
I meant genital warts.
And man, was he right.
Really?
Long story short, I started with the glue traps because they were coming into my kitchen. And I put down a glue trap, and the next morning I was deeply depressed what I was seeing. And then I'm trying to save this fucking thing. Its whole ear and everything is just stuck to this thing. Ugh. And then I had to, like, put it out of its misery with a heavy object because I'm like, oh, my God.
You just smashed it?
You had to.
His giant cock.
Yeah.
You hit it over the head.
You can't pull them off these things. This glue is brutal.
No, I wouldn't dare pull it off.
So then I'm like, well, now I got an apartment infested with mice. Now what? I can't use the glue traps because every morning, walking into the kitchen and seeing these things stuck just killed me. It was brutal.
And they scream, too.
It was bad.
They were screaming.
Your kids were probably mad that you were getting rid of their pets.
This was before kids.
You will let me know if those mice stop screaming.
And then I was turned on to the electric traps.
Oh, what's that?
And then it was a little black box that had like a quick little maze, because they can't back out. And you put peanut butter at the end, so they go in, take a quick turn, another quick turn, and then they go for the peanut butter.
Yeah.
And then that's when it zaps them. So there it is. That's the exact one I used.
Look at that.
And me and my now wife would be just hanging out watching movies, and it's all nice and dark. The TV's on, the kitchen was to my right, and you would just hear zzz, which was creepy in its own, because the mice were sneaking around on the counters while we were in the living room. And the number, it varies as I tell this story over the years, but no joke, it was 60 or 70.
Oh, God.
I started
a night
that you knew.
I started counting. And some nights I would dump it into the garbage and bring them outside and dead instantly. And then I would set the trap, and within minutes another one.
What?
It was crazy how many mice were.
Boy, the
infested.
60s.
We would sleep downstairs. I had a little. In a basement where we put the bed, and we weren't supposed to have the bedroom down there, but we did. And you would hear the mice above us in the ceiling, just fighting and shit.
Jesus,
it was unbelievable. I don't even know how many that were in that apartment in the walls. I mean, if I took out 60 or 70 myself, and we didn't even make a dent in that damn place.
Did you see him running around? Because I saw a mouse once, and it ran through my bedroom, and I just had to stay on my bed all night. I was up there with a nightie and a candle. Yeah, I was freaking out.
We got used to it. We knew they were around us.
If it's in the bedroom, I lose it. I'm like, fuck, I can't sleep.
I mean, the first night, I got excited that I got a New York City apartment, and the first night, I didn't have my shit yet, but I had like an air mattress, and I was just laying on the floor. I'm like, I'm sleeping in my new place.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing something like kind of scary across. But I thought I was seeing things. I'm like, come on.
Oh, no, it's there.
You're just seeing shit. It's a new place. You're not used to it. But sure enough, I should have known then. In the empty apartment, that I saw my first mouse. We got burritos one night, and there are two quick stories. My now wife looked down to see this mouse like on its back legs trying to get up toward the burrito.
Oh,
and then
God.
The little guy.
Another time we're just hanging out watching a movie, and she grabs a blanket, puts it on her, and then she kind of like fluffs the blanket, and a mouse goes flying. They were everywhere.
Jeez,
they had to be everywhere.
Ratatouille over there.
They had to be just everywhere.
Man, that's brutal. We had a sticky trap just like 2 weeks ago, and we caught a mouse because I found one dropping on the coffee table. Just one. I was like, that son of a bitch is in here.
Right.
So we got traps. We caught the mouse that night, and me and my roommate were such pussies. We had to call Steve, the door guy, from the cellar to come get rid of it.
Oh, you know what he did?
Oh, we watched him.
He crushed its little skull.
Well, he picked up the sticky trap with a broom and walked it out and just threw it in the garbage on the sidewalk.
Oh, okay. That means you got more.
Why don't you just get a cat?
I think you got more.
You get a cat, and you got a litter box. It's a whole thing.
I think you got more, man.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think you're going down my road.
I hope you do.
There's no way just one got in. Just no way.
Yeah, but we have this 1,000 traps out now. We've had it for a week or two, and we put peanut butter on all of them. And I check it every day.
Oh,
what
so you
floor
might be
you on?
all right.
Second floor.
Yeah, lower floors have worse time with rodents, I think, right?
Shit.
They say in New York, if you have mice, you don't have rats because they don't coexist whatsoever.
Is that right?
So
I didn't know that.
I think someone called in, an expert said, good news, that means you don't have rats at least.
No.
My brother used to, when he lived in New York on the Upper East Side, right on the border of where it gets bad, and him and his roommates would fight fucking rats all the time.
Oh my God, imagine
all the
a rat.
time. His stories are great. His rat stories are amazing, but they would pick up the frying pans and just fucking battle with rats.
Jesus.
But they were tough-ass dudes, and the rugby players, they didn't give a fuck. If I had a rat in my place, I would lose my mind.
I would move out. I'd be like, here you go. Here's my, Nintendo.
Oh, they would just fucking, go to battle them. They would battle the rats.
That's wild.
Because the rent was so cheap.
Right.
More than one over the years, he would battle them.
That place I lived in Jersey was fucking filthy. We had silverfish and horses.
What is a silverfish?
They creep me out more than mice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on the wall. After it would rain, I'd maybe 6 of them on my bedroom wall.
No one would creep me out more than mice because we had cockroaches, too. Not a lot. But every once in a while, you would see one in the tub or the shower just there.
Yeah.
The cockroach would creep me out.
I grew up with cockroaches, those big ones, and they flew. In the South, they fly. They don't really fly here.
Right. Look at the silverfish. Why are they so horrible? Here's what insects need to do. They need to rebrand and stop being so creepy looking, and we wouldn't always step on you.
Right.
Look at that fucking ugly hunk of shit. What creature in nature wouldn't want that prehistoric thing dead?
Well, think about it. No one's taking a selfie with a silverfish.
That's right. Why don't you pull that off the wall and stick it on your cheek?
No one wants to be near a silverfish. So through evolution, they figured out let's look as ugly as possible, and no one's going to fuck with us.
Do they eat? Are they biters or no?
I don't know, but you don't want to find out.
They're the worst ugly thing.
Yeah.
The silverfish bite. I'd love to have one in my hiney.
Oh, God. I got a weird squiggle in my ass.
Just as a form of dominance.
You don't have crabs, he has silverfish.
Yeah, that's the good news. You don't have crabs.
Cockroaches fly in New Orleans?
Yeah, they come at you. So you go to swing at it, it just starts flying away, and you're like, ah!
Did you guys have the hissing cockroaches?
No, we didn't have that.
That was a phenomenon when I learned about those. We did some shit with those things over the years on our show.
Never heard of that.
Oh, they just... Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You might get hissing cockroach up. There's got to be a whole bunch of videos.
I remember stepping on those, and you hear that pop, that snap.
Yeah, and that goo that came out.
Oh, that yellow goo. It was like mustard.
Didn't look like it. Oh, here it is.
This guy's touching it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. There it is. Get this thing to hiss again.
Why would you touch that with you?
Sounds like my crowd last night. See, these are like hard backs. We never had these. These are like African.
Yeah, Madagascar hissing cockroach.
So they don't hurt you.
Yeah, but
they don't do anything. Yeah. They're just prehistoric monsters.
Yes.
And we hate them. Look at ugly feet.
What about the cicada bugs? Don't they make that kind of noise?
What about the cicada bugs?
Cicada
bugs.
They stink. I hate cicadas.
So there's stink bugs also.
Yeah, the stink bugs.
Yeah, I remember those.
Were rough.
Yeah. My girl one time told me my dick smelled like a stink bug. Is that bad?
I've heard worse.
I thought that was a compliment.
As opposed to good.
As opposed to good?
Oh, yeah, and I ate some cockroaches. Not really.
Oh, it's Jimmy's eggs.
No, that were my eggs. I was just showing it's no big deal, so I popped a whole bunch of cockroaches on my egg whites one morning and just ate around them.
What?
Yeah. I made sure that I didn't get the cockroach eggs in my breakfast, though, or the cockroach duties.
Fist eggs are infested with roaches.
Okay, they're in there. What is that? Yuck. Is that pepper or fresh duty?
That's the question. That's the question on everybody's mind.
Oh, why did I move this piece around?
Pepper.
Oh. Needed ratings.
That was easy. To be honest, that was easy. Just eat around the eggs with the cockroaches crawling all over.
I don't feel as bad about my Wall Street video. Jeez,
you reminded us. Thank you.
Look at that fucking silverfish.
God, I wonder if we ran into each other back in the day, because I was down there all the time.
Possibly.
I really enjoyed being down there. I wasn't sure about the cause, but I certainly enjoyed the hang.
It was like Mardi Gras. It was great.
The hang was amazing every day. I was kind of bummed when that whole thing went away. I was really bummed.
We were having a blast. People just getting maced in the face.
I know. Why don't we take a break? Dennis Falcone, anything else?
No, that's about it. You were talking about the dolphins before?
No.
Somebody was taking a selfie with a dolphin?
Yeah.
All right, next time you go on vacation, take the kids to the Grand Cayman Islands, you go swimming with the dolphins. That's real cool. You ever do that?
I heard dolphins rape.
No, they're raping.
Yeah, I've heard that
dolphins.
too.
All right.
I swam with the dolphins in the Caymans, actually, with my now wife.
Oh, okay.
I fucking hated it. It was stupid.
The kids would like it, I said.
Yeah, they would probably like it.
The kids would like it. It's a lot of fun.
They make believe that the dolphins actually know what the fuck's going on, but all they want to do is get that fish, so they're trained to do whatever. You know, but it was kind of cool when they pushed my feet across the pool, and I was like, whoa, I'm flying.
Oh, that is cool.
On a swim board, you push your cross.
Hey. Whatever.
Look at that. That's rape. Look at that.
Exactly. She's got a big...
Desperate horny dolphin humping a tourist.
Everyone just kind of looked at us, and then they all just started edging away from us because it smelled horrible.
And the dolphin smelled pretty bad, not gonna lie.
Ew, the dolphin smell?
I didn't know dolphins stunk, but yeah, it was a brutal smell.
Everybody kept moving away from me.
So we were stuck with the smelly kid for the rest of the day.
He did.
I like the music. I was almost raped by an animal.
I love that she's covering up her smelly pussy by saying it was the dolphin.
Right. Yeah, right. Exactly. Oh, big smelly dolphin. They don't show you that. It looks cute, right? It doesn't look like it stinks.
Follow us on Twitter. Every video and visual, we pop it up there for you so you can see what we're looking at. All right.
Do they have a blowhole?
The dolphins?
Yeah. I don't know, actually.
World's, I don't know. They love to hump, though. Petting the dolphin. The dolphin's like,
there it is.
Oh,
that's
my God. Yeah, the dolphin's trying to get it in.
Oh, he's into it.
Wow, that's.
I tell you, these white people, they're crazy.
Wow, all right.
Telling you.
Dan Marino.
What about the one story with the trainer having sex with the dolphins?
She would jerk it off.
Didn't that become a documentary or something?
Yeah, she would jerk it off.
She would jerk off
Flipper or one of them.
She felt like she had some kind of relationship with the dolphin.
Ah.
Yeah, I had sexual relationship with a dolphin.
No oral?
He flipped for her and died of a broken heart. Peter the dolphin was just 6 years old when he fell in love with a human. The bottlenose dolphin met research assistant Margaret Howe, just as the free love movement was emerging in 1965. Howe was supposed to spend 10 weeks teaching Peter English words, but Peter was more focused on getting to know his teacher in a different way. As he was sexually coming of age, Howe said Peter turned hot for his teacher and fell in love. Howe and Peter's star-crossed love story is the focus of a new BBC documentary, The Girl Who Talked to Dolphins, set to air next week. What else about this? St. Thomas, hello, Margaret, Yeah, and then they kind of like fooled around with each other for a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds fishy.
Hey.
I find that...
Fuck yeah!
I find that his desires are hindering our relationship, she wrote. He jams himself again and again against my legs, circles around me, is inclined to nibble, and is generally so excited he cannot control his attitude around me. Jesus. I did have a very close encounter with I can't even say a dolphin again. What? Peter. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Might want to check that out.
Sure. I've never seen a dolphin dong.
Let's check out dolphin dongs.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. And then we'll go to break here.
12 weirdest animal penises.
Ooh.
Is that...
Dolphin's dick is up towards the front of his body.
What a good girth.
What the hell?
Whoa.
What is that? It looks like a tongue.
That's terrible.
That's hot.
It looks like a devil's tongue.
Terrible dick.
Devil's tongue. What is the worst penis? What is this?
I'm going to guess a whale.
The sea slug's disposable...
Oh, what's that?
Regenerating penis.
Oh, shit.
Has a...
It's just a picture of Florentine.
Sea slug has disposable penis.
Oh, that's cool.
And what happens to it?
It's like a contact lens. You just fucking wear it for a day, discard this dick after copulation, grows a new one, has sex the next day. That's awesome.
That's a great way to
life.
get...
Yeah. Throw your dumb... I'd love to throw my dick out and grow a new one.
What a great way to get around the STD.
Yes. No condoms.
Just leave that penis behind and grow a new one.
Yeah. It's the same size every time?
Yeah, you'd hope, but the same color.
Right. Well, not me.
I would hate if it came in smaller.
Exactly.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Every time you have sex.
The fish with the penis with sharp hooks. I'd love to have that. Really punish her.
Yeah,
I'd love my dick to fucking just pull out with hooks in it.
Oh, yeah, literally tear that ass
up. What other strange penises? Well,
oh, wait, go back.
Wow, which one?
Look at that guy.
What guy? Which one? What are we looking at?
Oh, on the right.
It's an anteater.
What is that?
Whoa.
An aardvark. He's got a weird dick and a weird nose. Perfect.
What is
his
that?
Dick expands at the end.
Yeah.
It has
It's like his dick wants an applause. His arms are out.
It has 4 mini penises on the end of his big penis, right?
Whoa.
4 holes, big claws. I love the anteater.
Looks almost like a pig's foot.
I want a pet aardvark to hang out with.
That is a strange one.
Yeah.
Get rid of those ants.
All right. What else? Keep going. The shark, keep going.
Is that a puss?
Turtles have truly enormous penises.
Wow.
Yeah. Big,
All right.
You have to get around that shell.
Polar bear, what? Genitals are shrinking.
Well, they're white. What do you expect?
It's cold out.
Yeah, it's the black bear, of course.
What else? That's the aardvark, the 4-headed penis. The water boatman's penis can reach 100 decibels. What is that? What?
It's a loud dick.
Yeah, it's a loud dick.
It's a water-dwelling beetle can sing with their penis.
What?
Wow.
That would rule if you could sing with your penis.
Imagine that on American Idol.
You can harmonize with your penis.
Yeah.
Harvest mice have penises half the length of their body.
Yeah, well, it isn't.
Get a dick cut on a glue trap.
Fruit flies have sperm 20 times longer than their bodies.
I hate fruit flies because they always bother me when I'm eating. I hate them even more now, knowing they're coming great distances.
That's a hell of a string they got going. The mosquito fish's hooked penis.
Damn.
I'd hate to suck that.
And why would you? What?
Wasp spiders have exploding
What
genitals.
happened there? Wasp spiders have exploding
Oh,
genitals.
that would be fun.
Silk balls of sperm. Silk ball. They use silk to form a ball of sperm, which they insert into the female using their pedipalps with small arms located on the spider's mouth parts.
Ooh.
Ew. They only get one chance to mate. They evolved a strange process to ensure their genes reach the egg. They break off their modified genitals inside the female to impede other partners. Yuck. Being an insect blows.
I know.
People step on you and your dick comes off with the one time you fuck and it blows up at her.
Right.
Oh,
You just
what
wanna,
a cock block.
You just want to get off and you got to leave your genitals behind. And that's it? Do they at least get more genitals?
Spider Tinder must be awful. Bunch of sad guys.
Is that it, though? They don't get another penis?
That's it. One time they mate.
What if you find a fat spider?
Yeah, right?
Like, fuck, I wasted my one time on a fat spider. Mark Norman's going to be in Atlanta.
Tonight.
Is that club owner still bothering you?
No, he hasn't bugged me, so
right,
either he
that might
heard
be-
this and got upset, or we're doing okay.
All right, that might be good news that he's not bothering you, but I'm sure there's a few tickets available for now.
Oh, God, yes.
Tonight through Sunday, Mark Norman, very funny comic, Laughing Skull Lounge in Atlanta.
Yes, sir. Come on out, folks.
Absolutely. When do you have to leave?
10:30.
Oh, good. Because Jimmy's got to leave a little early tonight because
9:30,
he's got Indianapolis tonight.
Yeah, the Egyptian room. I'm getting a lot of emails, so I'm hoping that people are buying tickets. And then tomorrow night, I found out what happened in Cleveland. They added seats. It was sold out, and then they just added seats without telling us. And
Sweet.
they're on, which is fine. I mean,
That's awesome.
yeah, but it's like if you want to check out Cleveland at the Hard Rock and Grand Rapids, Michigan Laugh Fest on Saturday night.
Even though there's some tickets available for Cleveland, you keep that sold out on your website because that looks damn impressive when those start popping up.
Yeah, I wish there was more of them. But Portland
Is
and
that a couple
Denver
already?
the 25th and 26th.
Great.
And Fillmore and Philly is almost sold out, so that one will go clean, as we say.
And once again, it's podcast day for us, so we're in the podcast world. We're trying to compete with those big heavy hitters in the podcast world. Go to iTunes. It's the Opie Radio podcast. This week we got Sacha Baron Cohen coming in to discuss the Brothers Grimsby and other things, right? The Bruno thing's on there. And
Bruno end scene.
Yeah. The Bruno video did real well yesterday. People really wanted to check that one out. And then we go back to 2006 on the same podcast when Borat showed up to talk about his new movie along with Patrice O'Neal. Just busted his balls. It's a really good podcast. Go to iTunes and subscribe and review the Opie Radio podcast. We'll continue. Judy Gold on the way. Stay there. Mark Norman in studio tonight through Sunday, Laughing Skull Lounge in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy driving all over the fucking place the next few days.
I'm asking Kenny to check flights because we're going tonight. I'm in Indianapolis, and then I have Cleveland tomorrow. So we were going to drive, but for some reason I thought one of the drives was shorter.
Yeah,
like an hour and a half. But it turns out it's 300 miles, and then the drive from Cleveland the next day, Grand Rapids, is 4.5 hours, and I just can't do 9 hours of driving after that. Kenny and I split it. You know, he'll do a lot of it, but I'm always fine driving after. I just can't do 2 fucking 4.5 hour drives back to back.
So you pull into another city at like 3:30 in the morning?
Which I don't mind necessarily because you wind up just going to bed at 5, getting up at noon. I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
But it's there's no nonstop flights, apparently. For some reason, these markets are just weird.
Mm-hmm. Got to get a little puddle jumper.
I know. Well, if they have it, but I mean, I don't know if it's available.
Ohio is the worst state to fly into.
Well, there's Cleveland, which is a hub for United, or used to be for Continental. I would have thought that there was a fucking small plane going to one of these locations.
Yeah. Get some options, but it doesn't look like that.
Whenever I go there, it's always like 3 connections, and it's $800. It's a mess.
Oh, that's crazy. We're going to try to move on from penises, but then Mark Norman got a tweet from somebody saying you got to check out the bat penis.
Uh-huh.
And then Mark brings up during the break, Jesus.
Holy Moses.
That's
hilarious.
Good for that little fella.
Yeah.
Wowee.
That's like when two
people... Is he trying to blow himself in that photo?
What would you do if you were hanging upside down all day and that beautiful dick was right in your face?
Yeah.
Just aching for a mouth.
That beautiful dick is just hanging toward you.
It's all red.
Yeah.
It's all red and ready to go.
Look at that. It looks like when you make a dick out of like 2 kiwis and a stick. Like a fake dick.
Oh, it's got to try to blow itself.
Oh, yeah.
You're hanging around all day, like Jimmy said, and that thing is just teasing you.
Pissing in your own face like a goose.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I'll be right back.
What happened? I forgot I had to make a phone, remember?
Oh, no, the fanny pack.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you have a phoner. We could have fixed a break to make sure it timed out.
Uh-oh.
Do the phoner in here. Who are you talking to today?
Johnny Dare.
Say hi to Johnny Dare.
I will.
That's a great name.
God damn it.
That's Kansas City, I believe.
Can they open up that side?
He's panicking.
Is it like promo?
Yeah, for Grand Rapids. He's doing a Johnny Dare show.
Aha.
A morning guy. And then you're telling me about the football penis, Mark Norman.
Some 17-year-old kid I read had a giant, what do you call it, like elephantitis of the dick kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they had to get surgery. So he got it shaved down, but it's still huge.
So what? They called it a football penis because it was wide in the middle?
Yeah.
Basically?
Let's see if... Look at that!
That's how his penis was?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like you're filling up a water balloon.
It does.
The early stages of a water balloon getting ready to...
Yeah, it's like a yam.
What? And so how did they shave down the sides?
I don't know, but that... do they show the new before and after?
They better.
I love the photo of the kid with his head down.
They don't show it? Well, that's a stock photo, or is that the actual kid?
No, that's a kid who got raped.
The teenager said he was unable to have sex or play competitive sport, had difficulty wearing his pants due to his large and heavy phallus, and was embarrassed by how visible it appeared underneath clothing. Why would you be embarrassed by that?
Yeah.
To have a bulge.
Right. I mean, I guess in gym class or something, that's pretty bananas.
We had a guy that, it's too bad he didn't have a sense of humor, but we had the guy that had the world's largest penis come in when we were at NEW.
Uh-huh.
He came in...
Asian guy?
Bicycle pants, white bicycle pants, and then we invited all the women. This was the days where you could like kind of acknowledge that there's something going on and invite the women into the studio to check out the big penis.
Oh, wow.
Now, I mean, I remember sending someone throughout the hallways and stuff going, hey, any woman wants to check out the biggest penis in the world, come on into the studio. You do that now, we would get fired.
You're right.
We would get fired.
It was a simpler time.
There was a lady, remember where we were talking about Pete Davidson's leather pants the other day, and there was a lady outside with leather pants on, and then it was brought up that she has leather pants on too, and then she's like, well, what are you talking about? And then I'm like, well, I don't really want to tell you what I'm talking about, because I don't want to talk to human resources, but just safe to say, you're wearing leather pants. I want to say you look good in leather pants too. That means Pete Davidson looked good in one. Oh boy. but I had to be careful.
Yeah, of course.
Because she's asking me, and I'm like, And 5 years ago, I would have said, hey, your ass looks good in leather pants.
Of course.
But you can't say that anymore.
Oh, I love when women wear those fucking pants. It's so hot.
The leather pants?
Yeah.
Most of them can't pull it off, though. That's what I was saying the other day.
I mean, if they're hot, they're hot. But
of course.
I don't know. Pete Davidson should be flogged walking down the street for wearing those. But
they were a little saggy on Pete.
Okay.
A little saggy. No, they weren't all tight and shit.
But women
are
fucking it. They're fucking it for themselves. You're going to lose out on all the fun. We can't joke with you anymore, ladies.
No, I was scared, too.
Yeah.
She was pretty good looking. She had leather pants on, and she goes, what are you guys talking about? I'm like, nothing.
Right.
Have a good day. You got. I was able to say, you have leather pants on.
Right.
So long.
Yeah, but it's a slippery slope. I get it. Like, you can't go around going, hey,
nice cunt
cheeks. Yeah, exactly. But
somewhere in between, though.
I know. What do you call that? The spirit of the law. That's what it should be. Like, let's make a judgment call here. I'm not putting my fingers up your twat.
Yeah.
I'm making a joke.
You got to have someone cool in human resources, and that's almost impossible.
HR.
I don't even know where the HR office is.
Good.
Here, and I don't want to know, and I don't know who the person is. I'm sure I've passed them in the hallways.
Yeah.
I avoid all that shit because I don't trust any of it anymore.
No. Well, if they're listening, Roland keeps texting me late at night.
Huh?
If HR's listening.
Oh, yeah. And then you got them walking around with the cleavage hanging out and stuff. And
I know.
You can't even look.
It's tough.
Because if you look, that might be a problem.
Yeah, of course.
Next thing they're telling you to come down to the office, and then they're questioning you. Why are you looking at that girl's cleavage? And it's like, well, I mean, what are you supposed to do?
I know. I don't understand cleavage. They put it out for a reason, and then if you mention it, you're the dick.
Right.
It's like, you have cleavage. I talked about cleavage. Yes. Why am I the bad guy?
You're trying to look sexy, but we're not supposed to acknowledge you look sexy.
Yeah.
This world is getting weird.
It's kooky.
And like you said, you can't just go, hey, can I feel your tits?
Of course.
But, I mean, it's somewhere in between. There's like...
That's why comedy's great. Whenever I'm on stage and I see cleavage in the audience, I'm like, great tits. And it gets a big laugh. And you're like, okay. Is that so wrong? Why can't I do it at the office?
Well,
I know.
But, so anyway, this guy with the huge penis was completely embarrassed by it.
What?
It was kind of stupid, actually.
It was that big?
It was halfway down his leg.
White guy?
Yes.
Wow, whitey.
White guy. It had to be, if I had to guess, 2 feet long.
2 feet?
If I had to guess.
What? Flaccid?
If I had to guess, this thing was like 2 feet long.
He must have had to coil it up.
It was... I don't remember if we got him...
it's like a large intestine.
I think he got insulted when we were basically trying to tell him to pull his pants down. There you go.
Wait a minute.
I think it's this whole thing over here.
Oh, wow.
Not that side. I think it's this whole thing over here.
Yeah, he's got a John Hamm.
Wait, where is it? Or is it this?
That's it. What do you mean, where is it?
Well, I don't know. Look at this shading over here.
Yeah, that's like the ghost of the machine.
That doesn't look that impressive. We saw... Yeah, that's the guy.
Wow.
He was not fun to talk to in the end.
That double chin is
You would think a guy
too.
walking around with the biggest penis would be kind of fun to talk to, at least.
Yeah.
He was... What is he saying it is? How many inches? I'm way off on the 2 feet.
San Fran guy.
Let's see. He had a ruler that looked like it was about 14 to 16 inches. I don't know. It's
13.5.
Oh,
13.5.
I said 2 feet.
Yeah, boy, were you off.
I was a little off.
You were just dreaming.
I was 10 inches off.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, wow.
I was off
13.
by a big penis.
That's pretty cool, though. He could use his dick to measure stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, whatever. And then he was crying to us, basically saying, he can't have sex with any women.
Why?
They can't really, I guess he could put the tip in.
Put it halfway, yeah.
I guess you could put a little bit of it in.
I think there's a lot of misconceptions with these giant dongs out there. Like Will Sylvince, you know him?
No, I know the name, yes.
Comic at the cellar, Haitian dude.
Oh, you mean Patrice's old roommate?
Yes.
He's got a big one?
Oh, my God. He shows you, like, when you walk in, he just shows you his phone. You're like, Jesus, I'm trying to eat here. But he's got a famously large dong, and he said a lot of girls, he whips it out, and they're like, what are you going to do with that thing? Back up, buddy. And you're like, oh, all right, I don't feel so bad for having a nice 4-incher.
They get scared. I don't know. I think women enjoy a big one.
I think they enjoy a big one, but there's a limit here, folks.
They want to make sure nothing is all stretched out down there.
Yeah, you don't want damage.
I didn't know he had a big one.
Oh, my God. It might be online. I mean, it's wildly big.
Good for Will.
Yeah, and he's 5'6" or 5'7", and he's just
and he's
dong.
packing.
Oh, that's a big potato.
I don't know why we're talking about penises so much, but
I don't know.
He's pretty scary too, Will.
Yeah, he's a good egg.
He is absolutely a good egg. All right, Jimmy's doing a phoner for his big gig in, well, I guess that one's down the road. He's going to be on Johnny Dare. If you're out there in Radio Land, want to hear Jimmy on another show, that'd be fine. There was something we were going to talk about, Paul. What was it going into break?
Oh, the fight on the plane?
Oh, yeah.
The fight on the plane? What was it, a boombox?
Yeah, someone had a boombox on a Spirit Airlines flight.
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad. I hate these guys with the music. I can't stand them, and I wish I had the balls to stand up to them.
On flights?
On the subway, or just the guy, the guy who walks on the train just singing?
Yeah.
I want to fucking kill that guy.
It drives you nuts.
Yeah, just like the inconsideration, and it's all about you, huh?
I don't care what happens on a subway or a subway platform.
I mean, yeah, I let it slide.
Because I just love watching people.
Yeah.
But on a flight, I'd be out of my mind. I'm like,
Right.
what do you do? I've never heard of somebody playing their own music on a flight.
It's crazy.
Is this something that happens?
I think
from time to time?
We're just getting into that world now where, like, it's all about me. They take their shoes off, they put their feet up on the fucking seats.
Right.
It's all about them.
Let me see this video of the brawl breaking out on a plane headed to LAX.
A wild scene on a Spirit Airlines flight about to land at LAX. We've learned that two women on board had a boom box blaring. When another flyer asked them to turn it down, the boom box owners turned up the volume instead. And that's when 5 women started brawling.
Wow.
LAX police met the plane at the gate.
Did she say women's? Go back. She said instead of women.
Blaring. When another flyer asked them to turn it down, the boombox owners turned up the volume instead, and that's when 5 women started.
Good ear.
Winnins? What's a winnin?
Nice.
Is that an accent that I don't know?
I think she just fucked up.
Yeah.
5 winning.
5 winnins.
Brawling. LAX police met the plane at the gate. All 5 women involved were taken off the plane. Despite the onboard melee, the FBI says no one was arrested or charged.
So obviously it was a woman with a boombox. If it was a guy, why would 5 women be fighting a guy?
Exactly.
So it had to be a woman, no?
Oh, it's got to be, yeah.
I would guess that's the thing there.
And what do you think? A little David Cassidy? If you had to guess what music?
Well, music. It had to be horrible music.
Oh, well, I think anything.
Probably was. I'm going to go with Taylor Swift.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what kind of music it was, Paul?
No, I'm guessing it was Drake.
It was Drake. Why Drake?
I'm going to go with that genre as well. But I don't think Drake's a little too soft. I bet it was, fucking ASAP Rocky or one of these cats.
Yeah.
I sound like the whitest man on the planet.
That's when women fight. It's pretty. They go all in.
Yeah, that one girl's pretty hot
with the hair pulling. Yeah, and it's always very hot when they fight.
I love it.
I don't know why, but look at this girl's like "fuck you" and just pulls her fucking hair.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Do it, sister.
Nice.
She started out on her ass in the aisle. So weird.
I guess the fight was in the middle of it when everyone finally picked up their fucking phones.
Yeah.
That's crazy to see on a flight.
I know.
What's the wildest thing you saw on a flight? You guys fly all the fucking time.
I saw a guy yakking once, like profusely, just like
puking
hardcore into that little bag, and he needed another bag, and he had to run to the bathroom. Yeah, he yacked down the aisle. Something happened, yeah.
Was he just airsick or just too drunk? Or
I think he was airsick and it just hit him hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Did the whole plane smell?
The whole plane smelled like puke, and then they had to wash it. Then they had to perfume the plane. It was rough.
Wow. What do you mean perfume the plane?
Like spray. Some women were spraying shit.
Their own personal shit.
Yeah.
Just get that in the air and get the smell out of here. That's crazy.
It's a flight from Denver too, so it was super long.
That's not good. New poll shows Donald Trump beating Rubio in Florida and Kasich in Ohio. I know Mark Norman's not a big, doesn't like talking the politics, but in general. But this thing's getting kind of interesting. And then Bernie Sanders beats Hillary Clinton in Michigan. That wasn't supposed to happen, so he has a new life. And then they're yelling and screaming at each other last night.
Oh, boy. Who would you rather, Bernie or Hillary?
That is a question, my friend. I mean, Bernie Sanders, you know, he's pretty radical.
Yeah.
But then you got to think, I don't really believe they're going to allow him to do too much stuff down there in Washington. He'll get some of it done, but not all of it. And with that, I say, I feel the burn.
All right.
I feel the burn.
All right. Could be down to Trump and Bernie.
I feel like, I don't know, Hillary's just another bullshitter in the end.
He seems genuine.
I know. He absolutely seems genuine when he talks. I like that.
Did you see the Showtime series, The Circus, yet?
Not yet. Is it good?
It's okay, but you end up feeling a little bit more for Bernie. Like, he's just a normal guy, and he's just trying to do this.
Of course, he looks like a normal guy.
Yeah, if he was faking it, he would fake the little more, finesse.
He would comb his hair at least.
Exactly, yeah.
This guy goes out there, he doesn't give a fuck what he looks like.
No.
Everyone else has stylists and all sorts of people around them making sure they look all nice before they hit, they're in front of the public.
Yeah, he's mad scientist-y.
Look at his hair; it's just all over the place. His shoes are his suits are shitty.
Right? Yeah,
he picks the shitty colors,
right?
Because they're probably cheaper.
He's got that I lost my job suit,
right? I don't know. I mean, my whole thing is I don't really have a person in this race either.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I never get in. This is the biggest election I've been involved in just because it's so much hoopla, but I never get involved in this shit. I've never voted.
I've never voted.
You never voted?
Nope.
Oh, wow. You seem like a voter.
Well, I had to kind of self-educate myself on this stuff, especially with this election because it's so crazy.
Right.
But in general, I just think it's all just horseshit.
It's all sports. It's just fun. It's rooting for your guy.
But then everyone will hit me up on Twitter. Well, if you don't vote, then you shouldn't have a voice in this. I don't know. George Carlin basically said, "Look, you're saying a lot by not voting."
Exactly.
You're pretty much saying, "Hey, change the system a little bit, and then maybe some of us non-voters will get involved as well."
Uh-huh.
I kind of liked his take on that whole thing.
Me too. But I just feel like you vote. Somebody gets president, nothing really changes, and you do it again in 4 years.
Right. Well, I said that the other day, and then I got attacked by all sorts of people.
Well, I guess he killed bin Laden. That was a thing.
I mean,
Obamacare.
Yeah, the Obamacare made everyone's, health insurance go up. A lot of people's health insurance went through the fucking roof because of that. So there were certainly some changes, but
right.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm ignorant as well to the whole thing.
I mean, Ted Cruz?
What?
He's crazy.
Is he?
No one likes him in Washington. His whole party hates him.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are just going off how, Ted Cruz, look at that fucking mouth. Trump's got hair. And people just vote on who they like personality-wise. They're like, I see him like a Hillary person, so I want to be in Team Hillary.
Yeah.
But they don't even really know much about her.
Yeah. And, I mean, Trump's changing the game, of course, but we're friends with his son, but I'm still not a Trump supporter officially.
Yeah. I hand it to Jimmy because everyone hates Trump and makes fun of him. Jimmy just takes it. He's like, I like him. Fuck it.
Yeah, Jimmy says he's going to vote for him, too.
Wow.
Rubio doesn't have a shot. Rubio's out. And John Kasich is just kind of hanging in there for whatever reason.
I like Kasich.
I do, too, because he seems a bit more like a normal politician.
Right.
Someone that's a little safer.
Right.
If Kasich loses Ohio, he's out.
Officially, he said that?
Yeah.
He's out.
And now I think Trump is starting to lead in those two states, right?
Trump leads Kasich 41-35 in Ohio, and he's leading Rubio 40-24 in Florida.
Oh, my God. Rubio's going to lose his own state.
What is a delegate? Now I'm going to become completely clean here. I don't know any of these terms.
I don't know what a delegate is.
You see?
It's like a voter.
Is that what it is?
I guess.
What the hell's a delegate?
I mean, they decide on how big the state is, how many delegates are up for grabs.
You see.
And if you get the most delegates, then you get the nomination. If you get the actual number. If you don't get the number, then there's other things they could maybe decide in the convention.
Now, what's a GOP?
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I'm pretending my whole life to know what these terms are.
Oh, my God. What is a GOP?
Do you know?
Party.
Yeah, it's just the Republican Party, of course.
It's the Grand Old Party.
Grand Old Party.
Grand
All
Old
right.
Party.
How the fuck would I supposed to know that?
How about you want to go with Tea Party?
Yeah.
You know what a Tea Party is?
I know everybody hates them.
They're a little more radical, the Tea Party.
Yeah, they're the right wings.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
and one is a donkey.
One's a donkey, one's an elephant.
All right.
That's all you need to know.
And the POTUS, which
President
I had to put
of the United States.
I had to put that one together on my own. It took me about 3 hours.
Really?
But I got it.
I don't know about the FLOTUS.
What the hell's a FLOTUS?
First lady.
Oh, that would have taken me a month. Look at that. That looks like the kid's dick.
Where is it? Oh, jeez. There you go. That's his dick.
Before they flip if he knew I touched his food.
I told fucking Roland to come in here because then he's trying to book some doctor that came up with the bionic penis or something.
Yeah.
I said, Roland, you come in here and explain this fucking thing.
Mark my words, in 20 years, small dicks will be obsolete. Like it's like tits now. Like if you have small tits, they'll just give you the surgery.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the same with dicks. Like if you have a small dick, you're going to be getting the surgery.
Yeah, he said he created the GQ did a big article on him.
GQ did a big article on him.
That he,
I speak Roland.
He created the bionic pee-pee.
He created the bionic pee-pee. And what is the bionic pee-pee?
I think you order small or
No, it does not come in small.
Oh, no, large.
Why would it come in small?
I don't know. For other people who have really, really small dicks, I don't know.
Oh, and what is it made of?
I don't know.
And he wants to come on our show to talk about his invention, the bionic penis?
Yeah.
And how does the bionic penis work?
Yeah, what good is a big dick if you can't get it up?
Probably there's some mechanism.
You don't know?
No, I didn't read the article.
See, the dick in the before picture is already better than mine.
Yeah, that's a big dick. What's the problem with that guy's dick?
Hey, look at the head on that thing.
What's going on here?
This guy's killing it.
Oh, then you entered the cut?
Oh, jeez, what do you got, Philip Glass?
Insert it.
What are they doing?
It's a double wet mesh material, and they're showing how they insert
Whoa.
it. They insert it just
they insert it to give you more girth?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, this is great.
But this guy has a big penis already.
I know.
Now here's the bigger one.
I don't understand.
Show a tiny tallywhacker just so I can relate.
I don't understand what just happened. They made an incision right above your penis in that area.
That's a lot of girth.
And then they insert this apparatus in there. What is it?
It's double mesh and soft material.
Double mesh and soft material.
And they put it around the nerves.
And put it right over your nerves inside the skin, and that makes it a little bigger and a little wider. Nerves responsible for sensation are within the skin. As the implant is placed under the skin, we're still talking about penises, Jimmy.
Guys.
The drain will be removed after 3 days.
The drain?
Roland is trying to pitch this guy that invented the bionic penis.
That looks great.
He called. He wanted to come in. He's a fan of the show. He goes, "I created the bionic penis."
Well, that's a man to be listened to. I mean, what is the bionic penis?
Well,
does it make that noise when it gets hard?
It's
no. Remember the Steve Austin noise?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Soft silicone implant.
They cut you right above your penis, and then they insert this thing. Look at this.
Ah, pretty good for him. Because guys have had these problems for years. What a cool way to go in. You don't even damage the dick.
No, and then you slide in from over the top, and then you put it over.
And it makes it bigger?
Inside there. Make it bigger and wider. Show them the before and after.
Oh, come on.
But me and Mark are saying, this guy doesn't have a bad penis to begin with.
No.
Well, that's just the mock-up for the the ad before surgery. After. They don't want to show you it goes from 3 to 4. That's not impressive. From 7 to 8's a good move.
Yes.
7 to 8.
See, it's a little longer and has a little more girth. Look at that.
Let's get this guy in. I'd love to talk to him. He sold me. The fucking image, that chart alone sold me.
Yeah.
Can I get this done?
Would you get a bigger penis?
I thought someone just said, would you get a bigger penis? In a second. I would literally leave the studio like I just did for that phoner to have a new dick put in and come
I've
back
seen
in
Jimmy's
happy.
penis. Jimmy's got a good piece.
Too. You got a good cock.
Thank you very much.
You showed me your cock before I even knew you.
Wow.
I was in a glory hole. No, you were looking at a photo, and I said, what are you looking at? And you just showed me it was your dick. I wasn't ready.
Are you sure it was my dick? I wasn't just kidding.
Well,
no,
you were smiling.
You were probably picking out, a dick pic that you sent around.
Possibly it. I update them.
But yeah, you're doing all right.
Thanks, Mark.
I saw Jimmy get blown.
What?
That's right.
Wow.
By Roland and Travis. It was a really weird afternoon. End of a meeting.
He was.
Times are tough.
Oh, you got to pump it up. I see. Yes.
Oh, you got to pump it up.
Yeah. That's for guys who can't get erections.
Oh, that's dumb now. Fuck
well,
that.
you have to. That way, it's perfect. You don't have to be turned on or anything. Just shut. Fucking pump that thing up through your ball.
Oh, now there's actual video.
Oh, here we go.
Fuck that.
I don't want to see the procedure. That will ruin it for me.
Oh, there's the mesh.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Oh my god. Gee. Okay. Whoa, that guy's just playing with that guy's dick.
Oh, that's not a bad piece.
You see him moving around, making sure it's going to move on in every angle?
Yeah. I wonder if it feels bad or does it get infected or no?
I don't know.
It's just mesh.
I don't know if we need the bionic penis guy.
Oh, we do.
We do?
Yes, I think the bionic penis guy will have a lot to talk about.
Marky, so driving a young lady back to Port Authority to take her 12-hour bus ride back home.
Uh-huh.
She was in New York for maybe 4 hours. And
Jesus.
And me and Jimmy were going somewhere, so I went with him as he was dropping her off. And right in the middle of Times Square, he's getting blown into traffic.
Whoa!
And I knew something was going on in the front seat, but then, of course, Jimmy has to try to get my attention. And it's like this, like, come on, you got to check this out.
Nice.
And I giggled like an idiot.
Yeah, she was a cute girl.
And then we dropped her off, and then I guess we went and ate or something. I don't remember now.
Yeah.
But, she came in because she liked Jimmy, and Jimmy might have done some things with her.
I fucked her over a toilet, yeah.
Okay, I wanted you to say it.
Yeah. It was, she's a fucking, those are the NEW days, man. There was some goers. And I had sex with her over a toilet while the show was on. It was 3 to 7 in the afternoon. I took her in the bathroom and fucked her. And then she was blowing me. This is a different day. She was blowing me. And Cleveland girl, by the way. And you might say that. And going back to the bus station. She blew me, and
she came down to see Jimmy. She was on a bus pretty much all night. One of those buses.
Damn.
It's not even nonstop. It's stopping in every fucking little town on the way. Yeah, she was definitely cool.
Really?
We got Jimmy a lot of tail.
Yeah, I really did. I mean,
we got Jimmy a lot of tail back in the day.
The first person that sucked my dick because of this show, I still occasionally talk to.
Huh?
I get attached. I keep them as friends. She doesn't even live in the state anymore.
Was she part of our radio show or anything?
No. Well, she would come in occasionally. We talked to her. I didn't know if she was ever on the air.
Oh, okay.
You might know if you saw her.
We had a party every day, Mark.
Really?
It was great.
Yeah, we had the run of the place, and we set up pretty much a bar outside the studio.
Jeez,
more or less.
Hours are perfect.
It was crazy.
3 to 7.
The amount of beer that was coming through that show was unbelievable because we had beer sponsors, and they were all competing with each other.
Oh, my God.
So we had Budweiser had a delivery, an actual delivery for our show. On, I don't know, every couple of weeks, whatever it was, and a whole bunch of new beer would show up. And then Sam Adams was like, well, fuck Budweiser. I want you guys talking about my beer. So they would bring us a beer. And then there was a third one. I'm trying to remember what the third beer was. They figured out they could have a domestic, a fancy beer, and a light beer, and and they could coexist. But they would deliver actual beer. It was part of their run.
Damn.
And we would just have people show up and just hang out. A lot of them never even made it on the air. They just want to hang out and check out the show outside the studio.
Jesus.
Which goes back to our point about human resources. Now, there's no fucking way they would allow any of this shit.
No, they would not. They would be much more cautious. Where's Jim going? Towards a toilet with a young lady who's a guest?
Right.
During the commercials.
Right over the toilet. I'll never forget that. Bending forward over the toilet and just sticking it in without a bag. Oh, that was a good day.
Living the dream.
And then Stinky would get everyone high in the stairwell.
Yep.
Nice.
So we had that going on, and he got to get high with celebrities.
Yeah. Jesus.
Word would get out that you need a little something, follow Stinky. And then, he would go in the stairwell with, listeners and some of our guests, and it was nuts.
Boy, oh boy.
I know it was getting out of control when we hired pretty much shot girls to show up every Friday.
Yeah.
And just to, dole out the shots to everybody.
Jesus.
We had a foosball table. It was nuts.
So were you just going home shit-faced?
I honestly, I didn't partake. Every once in a while I would have a beer, but I wasn't partaking in it. Someone had to kind of run the ship.
Right.
So,
damn. But what year was that?
It was still a blast. It was all those NEW years, the crazy years, the insane years.
Damn. Shock jock.
The shock jock days. All right, we should take a break. How did the phoner go?
It was good. I like Johnny a lot.
Yeah. Was it funny, or you guys were just rapping?
Just chatting. Yeah, I'm terrible on the phone. He was good.
I'm so glad phone calls are becoming obsolete.
Yes.
I am terrible on the phone.
Oh, God, I couldn't even tell you the last time I actually talked to someone on the phone.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I couldn't tell you. It's weeks. It's easily weeks.
My parents are the only people I really do it with.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
They don't know how to text you?
They just want to talk. They have so much to say, the text would be insane.
What do they have to say to you?
Oh, today I talked to Gertrude, and she's got leukemia again, and, it's just...
Oh, your parents are at that age?
Yeah, well, they're just boring people. They're not even that old. They just suck.
Because that's how your life pretty much ends. You talk about gas prices,
right?
And everyone dying around you.
What you had for lunch.
It got depressing to hang out with my dad was depressed by it. He was going to a fucking wake every other week. You get into your 70s, that's your life.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to a wake pretty much at least once every 2 weeks.
Right, you got to start taking people out of your phone.
And he finally told me, he goes, I can't take this shit anymore.
Yeah.
He finally was like, fuck, this sucks.
That's tough.
You're used to people dying, but it got to a point where it was a regular thing.
Yeah,
I remember that conversation. He's like, this blows.
Yeah, all your friends are going like flies.
It finally warmed down. So they just talk about everyone that's sick around them.
Everyone that's sick, and then, my mom will say her shit, and then she'll have to put my dad on. He'll say the same shit. It's tough.
Oh, so when you call home, it's a good hour.
I got to block off 2 hours. Yeah, it's
2
brutal.
hours. It's not like it's a quick call.
Right.
I remember those days.
Going to the gym, like after I'm done, I'm like, thank God I did it.
There was a point I really didn't want to talk to my mom, and I'd have a great conversation with my dad, and catching him up, and then he's like, "Oh, let me go get your mom," and I'm like, "No, we're good."
Yeah, we got it.
You could tell her everything I just told you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I would have to repeat everything to her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous of that. I know some people who would just be like, "All right, Mom, I gotta go," and just hang up. I'm like, I wish I could do that, but my mom would, shit a brick if I did that.
But you don't have the greatest relationship, so you might as well do that.
I might as well, but I'm trying to be a good son. I don't know. I'm trying to make it work.
Yeah.
We got a break.
Yeah.
What happened? No, I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, okay.
No big deal.
Okay, we got a break. We got Mark Norman. He's playing tonight through Sunday at the Laughing Skull Lounge in Atlanta. Please go see Mark so we could shut up the club owner.
Yeah. I'm working on the new hour. It's coming along, folks.
Oh, good to hear. And then a great podcast with your pal Joe List. We had Joe in once. We got to get him back.
Yeah, get Joe back.
We'll figure it out. But Tuesdays with Stories.
Yes.
On iTunes. Go check that out. Jimmy's going into Indianapolis in a little while. You're leaving.
Yep, I leave at 9:30.
The Egyptian Room. And then we got Cleveland.
And Grand Rapids, Michigan, Saturday at Laugh Fest.
Okay. We'll be back. Stay there. Mark Norman in studio tonight through Sunday, Laughing Skull Lounge in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
We only have Jimmy for a few more minutes, and he's hitting the road. Fuck it, I'm taking tomorrow off.
Yeah.
It's going to be too fucking nice. I do some shows without Jimmy, but tomorrow I'm fucking taking a day. And, Josh Wolf for the first time.
How you doing, man? All right, good
What's up, Josh? How are you?
Good, how are you?
I don't think we ever met.
No, we haven't. How are you, man? I just heard a lot about you, but you're no longer eating meat.
Oh, who told you that?
I heard the whole story out front.
Roland tells everybody everything.
Yeah.
Well, what? He tries to, give you some things?
No, because...
I eat meat, but not a lot.
We were talking about... I've been making fun of vegans and vegetarians for my whole life.
Yeah.
But then finally, I was like, I gotta stop it unless I try it. So I'm in the middle of trying it for a month.
No meat?
Pure vegan.
Pure vegan, that's tough.
Beans, greens, nuts, and seeds, and a couple berries.
That's what Russell Simmons is trying to get me to that point.
No, I'll tell you right now, I'm angry.
I read his book. No, you got to find, lentil chili is really good. You got to find stuff that tastes good.
Yeah, the problem is that, I love pizza... And I all that other shit I love a lot, but I will say I'm never going back to the way I ate before.
Right.
Ever.
That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to cut way down. So I had to go to a fundraiser for my kid's school, and I got lazy and I ate some beef there, and I didn't like it. And that was the first time in about a month and a half I had beef.
I don't like it because I think they're just too soft on the animals. That's the problem. They're treating them too well. They're spoiled. It annoys me.
But
I will tell you, I'd rather eat a scared animal. I think, because they probably have more adrenaline and testosterone in there, right? So it's probably better for me.
No, they try,
like veal? They fuck those veals up.
I should go with the joke, but the fact is they try to kill them calmly, because supposedly if they're scared, they release all sorts of shit, and it fucks up the meat. Really? And by the way, I will have a steak again. I'm not one of these guys. I just want to like.
How long you been doing it?
It's not even that bad. I mean, my dairy is extremely low. A little milk in my coffee, that is about it. And then no red meat really in the last couple months. I'm still eating chicken and fish. No cheese, none of that though.
See,
no yogurt anymore.
I still smoke weed every night.
That's fine.
No, it's not conducive to a vegan diet. Nobody smokes weed and is like, I love some almonds.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what I crave in my bed. Like, I wish I had a bowl of cashews right now. Sounds so good. Or lentil chili. Like, that's not what I'm going for at all.
That's a good point, because when you're high, forget it.
Forget it. I also learned
everything
today,
is in play.
Yeah.
Everything around your house.
I learned today, and I'm not, I grew up in the East Coast, but not in this, like I grew up in Massachusetts, but in a town called Amherst. I learned today, I don't spend a lot of time in New York. It's frowned upon to walk slowly on the streets of New York.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't know that.
Oh, I got a couple of, hey, get the fuck.
People are assholes.
No, they're not fucking around.
People are assholes in this city.
Yeah.
It's just filled with assholes.
It's the dudes in suits with tennis sneakers.
Right.
Those are the worst guys.
Yeah, there's somewhere to be.
Yeah. More than me, apparently.
Oh, man, you can't even waste a second in this city, and people will be beeping their horns, yelling at you.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
But then they'll do the same thing to you, because all of a sudden you forget, and like, oh yeah, I stopped on the sidewalk. Stupid me.
Yeah. When you have to text, you have to duck in like an alcove.
Yes,
just to get out of the way. It's weird.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have texting doorways now.
Yes.
What?
They will.
No, I'm kidding. They're not going to do that.
That'll happen.
I wouldn't be,
it seems
I wouldn't
real.
be surprised. That's it. Okay, good. That seemed a little real.
I text and walk. I don't care. I'm crazy like that, though. Yeah. That's how girls like me. This fucking Jim just does whatever he wants.
He's a bad boy.
He said LOL with people behind him.
My new thing is I do scare those people now. I give them a quick,
Right.
and they jump up like, what?
I think you should be able to knock the phone out of somebody's hands if they're walking with their head down texting and just not paying attention.
But then you'll be the next guy that does that.
No, because I'm not an asshole who walks with his head down all the
absolutely
time.
walk and text like an idiot. But then if I see someone else do it, I'm like, well, fuck you.
Right.
And then I want to make it hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, Josh.
What do you define? Well, like, what's hurting just a little bit?
Like I said, a girl will be walking right toward me with her head in the phone, and I'll give her to make her just get startled for a split second or two.
Did you have older siblings? Did you grow up being scared and getting scared?
Not really, no. I'm sort of the oldest. I got an older sister, and then everyone is younger than me.
Oh, see, I
Big
have
family, one of seven.
One of seven.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest of four boys, so I got tortured. So, like, my brother, the way he babysat me, my oldest brother, you know those couches that fold out into beds?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he would fold it out, and then he would put me in it, and he would fold it back up. Because that way, this is what he told me, is he knew where I was all the time.
He knew you were smushed between jizz.
Listen, it's true. He used to, when he wanted to have sex with his girlfriend, he'd be like, get in the couch. And at a very young age, I learned to breathe like this.
Oh, God.
Because I'm so claustrophobic now. And
he always killed you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you are claustrophobic. It's not like something you like now. You hate it.
I hate it. Are you kidding? Because I would feel like I was getting smothered for a half an hour at a time. I was just gasping for air.
You're not fucking around. You were in the couch for a while, not for a quick little thing.
No, probably between 10 to 30 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
How
old were you?
I was small and
17.
You know when you're small and bendy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably 6 to 8.
You got a thin head. Is that why?
I do have a really thin head. Yeah. I have one of those long, thin heads. Yeah, no, you're right. That is why, because he kind of cut me in half.
Your growing years. He was squishing your skull.
When my skull was still soft, they kind of pushed me in there. Yeah, no, it wasn't great.
How much older is your brother?
He's 6 years older than me.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, I got brothers that are 6 years younger than me. We just made them do all the chores. If we were lazy, they always got our shit for us. That was about all we did to them, really.
But you never tortured him, like hit him or...
Well, I'm sure my brother's going to text me any second and remind me of something, but...
Your brother listens?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I got some of my siblings that listen, and then others that don't really give a fuck about it, which is fine.
Yeah.
I never want my family listening to anything I do.
Your family listens.
I never want them listening.
Yeah, my brother owns F.H. Riley's. He's listening a lot. And then...
Your family doesn't go to your shows?
They do.
Ooh.
They come once in a while. Red Bank, they came in Montclair. A couple of, when they show up at gigs. I know when they're coming, and I'm always like, ugh. Like, I'm happy to see them, but I'm like,
the best one.
I'm a pig on stage.
We just brought it up, but the best one was around Christmas. No, it wasn't around Christmas. That's what made this even better. It was like a month after, and they just finally wanted to give Jimmy his Christmas present. So we're all in the green room as his mom is sitting there with a whole pile of gifts that Jimmy's opening in front of everybody.
Humiliating.
Opening them in front of people that he would not want to be opening presents in front of.
It's like what you did to Ozzy.
They've actually brought them in July. And when I do the Borgata, a lot of times it was July or it was January. Oh, yeah, sometimes it's January, Martin Luther King weekend.
I remember around the MLK weekend. And Jimmy just like trying to be cool, and we're all kind of giggling at him because he has to go through the whole thing.
Oh, it's the worst.
So your parents have heard you say that you like a pussy that looks like a quickly packed suitcase?
My mother quoted it and winked at me. No, they've heard everything. Yeah.
Oh, you're still in that stage where you're worried about what your parents are going to hear.
Oh, yeah.
I go extra dirty when my mom's there. I go extra dirty because I like to make her uncomfortable, and my father loves it. He actually he said to me before I was in Boston. They came down a couple weeks ago, and they came down. And my dad came backstage. He goes, "Hey, tell that joke about throwing sperm in that girl's face. Your mom's here tonight."
Damn, and you did. That's a cool dad.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. It's not exactly what I would need to hear him say to my face.
That's a flawed parental relationship.
Just so desperate for any connection.
Legally, I'm not allowed to hit your mother, so could you do the cum in the face joke?
And then he whispers on the way out, "Trust me, she understands."
There's a reason I'm asking you.
Right. She's a pro.
I want her to get back into it.
Why are you giving me the finger already? This fucking broad. Are you giving me the finger already?
Hi.
Hey.
Why do I come on at 10:30 in the morning?
You were scheduled first of all for 9, so you're late. That still gives you an hour and a half to 2 hours, and you're giving me the finger already.
Yeah.
That's my hello greeting.
Oh, hi.
And then, do you think he could have helped me with my bag?
Who? Kenny?
Yeah.
No, he won't.
No, Kenny.
Roland.
What bag?
You should be on the mic, Judy.
I'm going on a plane today.
Wait, you got your luggage too?
Yeah, I gotta leave.
Everyone's got luggage around here.
He's like, "Oh, you going today?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Where you going to?
Fucking bag.
Where you going?
Not that I'm, incapable of doing.
You're the only person that doesn't need a microphone. Anyone else notice that?
That's funny, Opie. That is funny.
It's the truth,
good morning, everyone. Hey.
Where are you going? Josh Wolf.
Hi,
Josh.
All right, good to see you. Yeah. Did you call me a Jew?
Yeah.
I am a Jew.
Duh.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're flying in a little. Your hair's still wet. Just got out of the shower.
Well, at least I bathe for you, unlike everyone else here.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm going to. I know you're going to be jealous.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing a Jewish United Fund.
Wow.
JUF.
Big donor thing.
It's amazing the gigs that you would destroy in that I would do so poorly.
Oh, please.
Like, you'll kill there, and I would bomb so terribly in that gig.
Now, the best
How long would you last, Jimmy?
3 minutes before they were done with it.
They'd be like, "Get the fuck. Shalom, get them out of here. Get them out." But they already told me, I guess it's very wealthy sperm donors. And
is it a political thing?
No, it's Jew. And
Just
it's
Jew.
And then
give me
what's the age demographic there? What do you think?
I asked, and they said it's like 30s to like dead. And then they told me, please no profanity. And I can't do any political stuff because there's people from all which what I'm going to do. I love that beard.
Oh, thank you.
And you got a haircut?
No, it's been growing out.
It's good. All right, sorry.
So you like... Are you going to curse?
No, I can't. Yeah, probably.
It's hard not to when they say no profanity.
Whenever they say...
They want it.
Right, but whenever they tell me not to do something, I go out of my way to do it.
Why can't you do the political stuff? That's so stupid.
Yeah.
There's people from both parties.
So do jokes about both sides.
Make fun of both sides.
Oh, please. It's 35 minutes. I have a lot of Jew material.
When we make fun of a politician, they just assume we don't like that politician on this radio show. It's ridiculous.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You can make fun of things
you can't
like.
say anything anymore.
Yeah, it's like you can't just jokingly wish for an assassination of a public figure without people thinking you mean it.
Right.
It's fair.
What the hell?
What's your best inside Jewish joke? That we wouldn't understand, but they're gonna just howl.
They're
at
gonna love
that. They'll just howl at it.
Are
in
there
Chicago.
inside Jewish jokes?
Yes, I have
Jewish jokes that I
only
wouldn't get,
Jewies.
I don't know the Jews.
I wonder if I'm gonna get this. I'm Jewish, but I'm not like. I would not go to a Jufa. What is it called? The Jufa convention? What do you call it?
It's
the Jewish United
Jewish United Fund.
Yeah, the Juf.
The Juff.
Jeff.
All right. But this one you would get. You know what always kills? I do a thing about how last Passover was horrible for me. It was just awful, and I'm hoping this year is great because last year I had a yeast infection. I wasn't allowed to attend the Seder, so we're not allowed to eat yeast on Passover, and they go crazy. Infection.
But don't curse.
I know.
Right.
I know. That is the killer. That they're like, oh my god, she really is.
But talk about your dirty pussy, but don't say fuck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
My pussy is not. I have a very clean.
I'm sorry.
It's clean yeast.
It's really clean.
It's clean yeast. It's clean yeast.
And go.
Do you ever find that the crowds they tell you not to swear in front of are the crowds that want you to swear?
Please, all the
They
time.
want it the most, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is Mark Norman here all the fucking time?
Hey, how are you?
It's been killing.
We love Mark.
So I don't kill. What do you have against me that I have to come in once every 6 months?
We like you very much.
We like you.
We're always delighted to see you.
How about you just enjoy the time?
I know. It's just constant.
You know Modi, who was going to be a rabbi at one point, and he was he?
Yeah.
Cantor, he does a lot of those. He does a lot of those Jewish, but he does the ones where it's like men on one side, women on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Like Modi does the ones, and I asked him the same question. I'm like, tell me something that you do that destroys that I wouldn't get, and he goes, okay, and he does this one, and then half of the punchline is in Yiddish.
Yeah.
He's fucking hardcore.
Jeez.
A lot of money in those gigs.
He's really hardcore.
Give us some Yiddish.
Can he do gigs that you can't do as far as like?
Oh yeah, because they hate women. And so he plays that whole like, hey, card.
It's Orthodox Jew shows?
He does black hats.
Oh my, really?
Yes,
He does
black hats. He does black hats.
Oh my god!
I would love to be in that room.
Yeah. Well, just for the comedy.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. You could go online and see it.
Russell Peters. He'd had a whole bunch of jokes I didn't get at Radio City Music Hall when I went and saw him.
Like Indian stuff?
But they're howling. And
Malaysians.
I found it fascinating. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, if you're brown, you can get away with shit.
But he...
Oh, that's why he's on every fucking day.
That was
I'm serious. Whitey gets a lot more heat if you make Indian jokes.
Oh, well, you can't say anything anymore.
No.
It's fucking ridiculous.
He doesn't focus on the days he's not here. He's here in the moment, making everyone laugh.
I'm an old Jew, and I focus on the negative. But I'm changing now.
What kind of black hats, by the way? Go to the first picture. Those type of black hats?
Yes,
really
yes,
wide ones?
The Hasid.
Yeah. So,
the tire hats?
They're not that. I mean, the tire hats are
those
bad.
Hats are horrid.
Are you
telling me?
Do you know how much those cost? They're like thousands of dollars.
Really? What are they made of?
They hold money.
Hey, good night, everybody.
Those people do not look like
anti-Semitic.
They do not look like they have a good sense of humor. Like I do not feel like I would stand.
They don't.
That's not it.
Okay, that's not a real person. You know why? Because he doesn't have a beard.
That was Spies Like Us hat. That's not it.
Yeah.
How much?
No, those are real.
Why are the
Not
tire
the top
hats so
one.
expensive?
Yeah, they're real. That's a whole sect. That's a different sect. Yeah, with the fucking fur
With
and
the
the
fur?
shit. Yeah, that's a different.
That's a dumb hat.
There's Lubavitch. They're sort of normal.
What's a Lubavitch?
That's
Modi.
another sect where they're like nice.
Look
but
up
they're
Modi.
religious.
Sorry, you look up Modi, M-O-D-I, and just see if any Jewish stuff comes up.
I can't believe you're giving him so much airplay.
We love him, but we're talking about what you're talking about. Like I'm not even to watch him.
What's the problem with Modi?
Because I was at Caroline's. I'm always at Caroline's on Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah.
So I'm there. I've been there for
I love you
like.
Googled Modi Jew.
It worked.
I'm telling a story.
We'll go back to you.
Fuck.
We'll go back to you. We put Modi Jew.
Modi Jew.
Yeah.
Should have said Moody. That popped up next.
Go ahead. So
No, I'm not. I'm done.
No, you're not.
You were
So I'm at Caroline's Christmas. I'm always there Christmas Eve.
Don't
whatever.
be ornery.
She can't help
Orny Adams coming in. So I'm there, you know, all the time.
Yeah.
Well, the past few years. And yes, Mark was on the show.
Oh, this is Gotham?
No, were you on the Gotham or the Carolines?
He's not listening.
Did you do Carolines?
I don't think I was on the Carolines.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Christmas Eve.
No, I wasn't there.
Oh. All right, I thought you were. Anyway, so
Somebody
I
else
was
bought
booked, and he calls up Lewis. And it's like, Lewis, how are you? Listen, I could sell out. I could sell out Christmas Eve. So then, you know, Lewis is like, Goldie, it's Lewis. Listen, I just got a call from Motor. I mean, it's like he knew I was there.
He called you Goldie?
Yeah. He knew I was there.
Yeah.
He knew I was there, and he called to, you know, try to. So they moved my show earlier so he could facilitate the Black Hats.
Did he sell out? Did he sell out?
Yeah, it was all. I was like, well, if you want to do that to your staff, that's fine. I said they're not going to drink, they're not going to eat.
No,
you know, and I couldn't get out of there. They're like it's like, hey, they don't make a space. It's all about I have a table for. Like it's like you realize why people can't stand some Jewish people.
But they also don't consider us to be Jewish. Though the Black Hats don't consider us to be Jewish.
Yeah, they're a whole other. I mean, that's what
not.
I try to explain to people. You know, we're Jewish. They are something so far beyond. Yeah,
normalcy. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah,
you know, with the wigs, you know, they have to.
What do you mean?
I've never seen
the
the hats like that before.
Do men and women sit together in these shows?
A lot of women wear wigs, but they're so beautiful. No, he can't. They can't even listen to a woman sing. You can't hear a woman's voice sing.
So wait a minute, in this Black Hat show, is it all just guys?
No, this one was modern Orthodox, and then there were some in the black suit. You know, the black suit.
What do you mean you can't hear a woman sing?
They are not allowed to listen to a woman sing.
Why don't they stop it? It's what these fucking religious people stop it.
I know. It's so.
They have no idea.
There's not one religion that holds women up and treats them nice.
I know.
They have no idea how terrific Adele is.
Well, the Palestinians.
I was going to say.
They can't even listen to Barbra Streisand.
What was the other Jewish sect you just mentioned? The
Lubavitch.
What's that deal?
They're like really, you know, but I've met so many lovely Lubavitch people.
But what's their thing?
They're
how do you spell that? We don't even know how to spell that. We don't even know how to spell that.
L-U-B.
What?
B. Lubavitch.
Yeah, there you go. Lubavitch Jew.
All right, what's their deal?
They're like Chabad. They're really nice. They're very socially, you know,
their
join
hats
us.
are a little normal.
Cool. Yeah,
a little more normal.
They're like, they would welcome anyone and, you know.
Oh, they are. Who's the
but
most...
they're still separate men and women.
They all look like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. Is that weird?
They got the long
Yeah, they got that long beard.
Yeah.
Wait,
Not all of them do.
Which are the ones that are like, everyone else get the fuck out? We only like us.
The Hasidim. Are
they the most hardcore?
Yeah. They're so hardcore, yeah. With the fur hat.
The fur hat.
And it's like, you know, it's 98 degrees and they're wearing a wool coat.
Yep.
You know.
Who are the ones that run like B&H, which is the best electronics store in the country?
That place is amazing.
Yeah, they could be, I don't know, are they Lubavitch or...
I don't know, but they're fucking amazing at running a store.
Yeah, I know.
I think they had a problem pop up. Look up B&H.
What could it possibly be?
I'm trying to remember what it was.
Those guys are awesome. Everyone there is informed.
There's a problem.
I know.
Discriminated against Hispanic
workers.
Oh, they fucking stop it.
Goddamn
Lawsuit
motherfuckers.
says... Yes.
Stop it.
They got Hispanic workers
it's
in there.
It's an acidic place. What the fuck? They have every color worker there.
I've seen pretty much every color in there.
You know who I want to talk to when I'm in that store? A Jewish guy. I go there because they all know what they're talking
everything.
about. They're all fucking, they all are helpful.
You should get this and you should get that and I wouldn't get that.
It's a great experience going to B&H.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
If you need electronics when you're in New York City, go there.
I want a Jew when I go in there. I trust them. They know what they're talking about. Again, every one of them is informed.
Yes.
That store is the best.
Yes. Yes.
And then I always think, are you supposed to be talking to me?
No, they love men. They love men.
But I'm not the right religion, so I'm like, wow, I don't know if I'm supposed to put you
you're a man.
And you're spending money, right?
You're a man.
Yeah,
like if you
it's kind of fun because that same person in a Starbucks would ignore you, but
right.
you
but
get to have a conversation.
By the way, you don't want to talk to them. Like, they don't particularly like you. So
no,
you don't want to
see, the guy at Westside Judaica, there's a guy at Westside Judaica.
What's that?
It's a Jew store. You know, they sell talis.
You're obsessed with this Jew thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the deal?
Why are you so
I'm doing a Jew gig, and we got on the topic, and now I'm obsessed with it. What the fuck are you talking about?
You have said words that have thrown a lot of spit around this room.
I'm teaching you.
You got a Jew fetish.
No, but there's a Jew store on Broadway.
What do they sell?
Yeah, what's going on?
They sell yarmulkes and menorahs and talis and dreidels.
What's it called? Mezuzah?
Mezuzahs and
Those are things over the door.
Yeah. And then they have like Judaica books. It's all Judaica. Anyway, they're so nice. And there's this one guy who's like, oh, there she is, the comedian. And he's so funny. And he's like, some of them are just really, and I bought a coat. All right, I'm just going to tell you right now. I bought a coat 20 years ago from Jew, Hasidic women. And I was like, oh, this coat it was when I was on a sitcom. And I was like, oh my God, this coat is so expensive. I said, you know what? I earned it. And she's like, what do you do? And I said, oh, I'm a comedian. Oh my God, I can't. I want to go. I want to leave and go see a movie. I don't even know what the fucking accent is. She's like, I have 12 kids and I want to go out and see. It was just,
it was kind of sad.
She saw you doing something that...
Right. She was like, I'm in this life. But they have groups now to help people...
Get out?
What? And especially the gay kids.
Who does that is Penn.
Yep. He does.
Penn Jillette.
Yeah.
Helps people get out.
Yeah.
I was listening to one of the podcasts where one of these guys were eating meat and living like a, quote, more normal life.
Right.
And he was just out of his mind.
How hard is it to get out?
It's not easy.
Can't be easy.
It's not easy. You get shunned. You have no money. You're excommunicated. You still love your parents.
Mind. If you leave, your parents, everyone is going to be like, good luck to you.
Go fuck yourself. And especially if you're gay. There's the gays who... there's that girl who just jumped off the roof of that building. And remember, she was an ex...
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and she was depressed. And the parents just shunned her. And
what about Modi?
Oh, he fakes it.
Oh.
What? Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What do you mean? They don't know that he's straight.
Oh.
Yeah. Good thing you're talking about it now.
But wait a minute. What the girl who jumped off the bridge?
We're trying to get Modi's gigs.
I'll tell you, I can fake a Jew.
This woman jumped from the rooftop bar, yeah.
I remember she just jumped, yeah.
And now there's a trans one. It's like they don't know how to...
But the trans one jumped?
No, the trans one is from like the head rabbi, head Hasidic, like 200 years ago, and they're like, "Go fuck yourself. You're a disgrace." I swear to God. There we go.
Wow.
I'm a transgender Jewish man who had a baby. Here's why I went public with my story.
Not that one. This one is literally from.
Do you know that my?
How about how I know all this shit about these?
Well, that's interesting.
Because you're obsessed with the Jew thing. That's why.
I tried to get my son
doing a Jew gig. You're obsessed with pussy, okay?
And
ass.
Hey. So are you.
That's true.
Yeah. Our fingers smell the same.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Really? That is so 7th grade, that joke.
See, that's why you can't be on the show on a regular basis.
Because I said that was 7th grade?
Yeah, we go 7th grade here.
I love 7th grade.
All right,
then me too.
All right.
I'm like a 15-year-old boy.
All right, you're back. You're back in the club.
Like, I love hanging out with my kids and my kids' friends all the time because that is the emotional level I'm at.
I got one other Jew question. When you're hanging out in Manhattan, walking around, those Jews that are walking really fast and are dressed nice, where the fuck are they going?
Synagogue.
So why didn't they allow a little more time so they don't have to like walk so fast?
I don't know.
What did we just say about walking slow in New York City?
No, this is
the
like
reason.
She knows.
Is it Saturday?
They're speed walking and in groups. Like they gotta be somewhere.
Exercising.
That's not exercising.
Is it during the week?
I don't know.
Yeah, usually.
They walk in packs?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there's 40 of them.
They got the hats on. They got the curls.
Yeah,
on the side,
they're going to synagogue.
In a group. In a big group?
And they walk really
Is it the
really
women
fast
or the men?
With a purpose. It's mostly men.
It's the men.
Yeah, because you know why? They know everyone hates them, and they're like, oh, let's go to shul before they kick us out of the country.
I gotta go, guys. I hate to leave.
What?
No. I have to get on a plane.
You get your fanny pack?
And I love you. I do.
Baby,
I love a good fanny pack. I love a good
fanny pack.
Oh, I do. Look at my pockets.
That is so lesbianic.
Oh, shit.
That is lesbianic.
Take it easy.
Josh, Opal see you Monday.
All right,
Have a good weekend, buddy.
Yes.
Wait, are you really
Enjoy the
wearing that
shows.
fanny pack?
I fucking fanny packs rule.
But he flies, and all he has to do is throw that shit down. He doesn't.
I
have to
drop
empty
it
his
down my pockets. All I got is a tissue in here. I hate my pockets being full of stuff when I'm trying to relax on a plane.
That means you're a lesbian that you're wearing that.
Yeah.
A fanny pack?
Yeah.
I like that. That's not great.
I look like one, and we like the same things.
Hey now! But yeah, but you have a sense of humor. Did I say that? I'm sorry.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Safe flight.
I hope so.
You should have plugged the gig, the Egyptian room tonight, right?
Yeah, I'm going to Indianapolis to much fanfare.
Well,
and then
Oh, my son's there.
Oh, okay, I'm going to at the Egyptian room tonight, and then I'm going to Cleveland, and then the Laugh Fest, the fucking
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids on Saturday. Then I'm home Sunday.
Jeez.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, good quick gigs.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.
We could take a break, regroup, and continue with Mark
Whatever you
Norman, Josh Wolf for the first time, doing very well, buddy, and Judy Gold. Goldie, yuck.
I know. He goes, Goldie, but then he calls me sir a lot.
You ever been to Borough Park?
Yeah.
What's Borough Park
I used to
about?
pay my rent out there.
Jew.
It's turned into a Jew fest here. I like it.
She always makes it about
That is
the
so
Jews
not
when she comes
true.
in here.
You said, where are you going? I said the Jewish United Fund, and then it all started.
It did all start.
I could have said I was going to the gay and lesbian, transgender, I hate Caitlyn Jenner thing.
You don't like Caitlyn Jenner?
Fuck. No.
Me neither.
I fucking hate her. I hate her.
Me neither.
How
yeah.
about we discuss that after the break?
Okay.
All right.
I like that, and I know where you were going. Landlord making you go to Borough Park.
Yes.
All right, we'll talk about that too. I know.
Yeah,
Mark
brutal.
Norman's at the Laughing Skull Lounge in Atlanta. Judy's in Chicago.
I'm at 54 Below this weekend and March 18th.
What's that?
54 Below. It's Feinstein's at 54 Below. It's below where Studio 54 used to be. It's a supper club.
Cool.
Supper club. March 11th and 12th. And then the 18th.
Is that the cold bar?
What are you talking about?
Cold bar.
They have a cold bar.
You
It's
talking
all
about the place
ice.
that's ice?
No.
You gotta walk in? Yeah.
No.
I almost felt sorry for you. I'm like,
No, it's like a really fancy place.
Yeah.
where everything's made of ice.
No,
I'm like,
it's
holy
very
shit.
fancy. Like big,
I'd never heard
big
of
acts go there.
I never heard of 54 Below.
Well, because you're not gay. And then I'm in Delray Beach on the
so
24th.
you're doing just Jew
and Melbourne.
Jew and gay gigs.
You're just doing Jew and gay.
I'm just saying, you're not into the 54 Below thing where it's like a lot of, Christine Ebersol, like all these Broadway major acts.
Oh, look at that room.
Look at it. And they have great food.
That's beautiful. That's
great
a beautiful
martinis.
place.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. It's like you're in the 40s in a supper club. It's so great.
All right.
No minority.
See?
Our audience will
Hey
not
now.
be going to see you.
No, but they can come see me. I'm at Gotham this
Josh.
weekend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Fun.
What are you doing there? What's with the tattoo? What, you're
That's
married?
my wedding ring, yeah. I lost 3 rings. So
you decide. Now, I was going to say something, and I'm not going to
you
say
can
it
say
'cause
whatever
of-
you want.
About the
Go ahead,
cemetery?
say it.
Now, you can get buried in a cemetery.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, they're changing it, yeah. So, what? I just want to know, did anyone say, what the fuck are you getting a tattoo on your finger?
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, everybody. But I lost 3 rings, and my wife basically said, you got 2 choices. You can either get a tattoo so that ring doesn't come off, or we can just part ways. And I was like, I'll go.
What? Over a fucking ring?
Well, she didn't know where the rings were going. I get it.
Yeah, these Jews.
I don't get that. I'm a woman.
I get it.
And I don't get it.
Yeah.
Do you lose other shit?
Yeah, I lose shit all the time.
All right. See, then I would be like, you're an asshole.
Her point was that I shouldn't be taking the wedding ring off, and I fucking get it. I get it.
Why?
Because your wedding ring's supposed to stay on.
But
and
you're
plus,
really,
I don't mind it.
You're really losing wedding rings, though?
But I would take them off at dinner. I would take them off everywhere.
At
I just
gigs.
hated with hookers. I took them off wherever I was. I would take it off.
Jesus.
And I just didn't. I hate the way jewelry feels, right? So I always took it off. I took it off my fucking wedding night. I lost 1 ring the 1 week in. So I was like, this is... And hopefully...
Is she a Jew?
She's not a Jew.
No. See, a Jew wouldn't care.
No.
All right.
She's not a Jew at all.
You've never heard that sentence.
What?
You got a one too,
No
right?
ring.
You have one too.
Oh my god.
No ring.
Yeah.
I hate rings.
See,
I
thank
hate
you.
rings, too.
I don't like the way it feels. What does yours say?
My wife's name.
Yeah, mine too.
Ah.
Mine's a little bigger, so I love my wife
Wait,
a little more than yours.
what is yours?
It says Beth.
See, but when I do put on a ring, which is very rare, it just covers it up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I've always hated having rings. Although we talked about it recently, the Greek rings. I did that for a little while.
What's a Greek ring?
I'm fucking dating myself. Greek rings, and guys would put like 3 or 4 on.
Oh, yeah,
not just 1 or 2.
Wait, what about the mood rings? What about mood rings? Do you remember mood rings?
My grandfather wore a mood ring. He loved that.
Your grandfather?
Yeah.
Great. The fuck is that shit?
I'm telling you, my grandfather.
These are the Greek rings, and you can just have one. You would collect
stack
them.
White trash.
I felt
like a tribal tattoo.
I felt like an idiot every morning. I was putting on a whole bunch of different fucking rings.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I think I got up to like 4 before I realized how ridiculous
That's my grandfather's ring right there.
I told my girlfriend that if she wore a mood ring, it would fucking blow up. No.
Are you saying
she's so fucking moody?
Are you saying she's
what?
Lesbian?
Hebrew? Jeff?
A what?
Jeff.
Jew?
Oh, no, I could say Jew.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
No.
I just...
No.
She's not.
No, she's sweet. Really sweet.
Yeah?
No, she's easy. She's very easy. That's why I was like, sometimes I'm like, it would be so much easier if I were straight, because I'm such a guy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't want to talk about everything. I don't want to process everything. I don't want, it's just like, I just want to just shut the fuck up.
Oh, you're really not a woman. You don't like processing things. Beautiful.
I've done enough. I'm
processing?
Done.
You've done processing?
I'm done processing. I did my computer process. Yeah, I'm done.
So in your relationship, she's the one that wants to talk about everything.
She's a therapist.
That's stupid.
Man.
Stupid.
That's tough.
That's on you.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
She's so hot, though. And she has such her ass. I'm telling you.
My wife's ass is amazing.
Yeah.
Can we get a photo?
Like, even when I'm mad, and I still, like, when she walks in front of me, I still look at her ass.
Wow.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So she wants to talk about everything.
Right. It's like, and every thought that comes into her head, well, I'm not feeling, I'm like, okay, then go in the other room and feel something else. I can't deal with it. Yeah.
That's your gal?
Isn't she hot?
Very pretty.
Wow, look at you, Judy.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you look great there.
Hey, thank you.
Look at you all made up. I'm not used to seeing you like that.
Well,
What
at
a woman.
night.
Clean up
at
good.
Night. Yeah, at night. There I am.
Whoa, look
She looks, she's a goy.
She is
Really
no,
good.
she's Jewish.
That's a
but
Jew?
she had rhinoplasty.
Oh, that's a sin.
Yeah.
She's Jewish?
Yeah.
She got rid of the nose.
Halpern.
She looks like she got a little Asian in her.
Oh my God! She does not look Asian. Are you fucking out of your mind?
I'm kidding.
Oh God!
I've never seen you so offended.
Asian. I've heard not Jewish.
Hold on. I don't know if she wants us tweeting her girlfriend's picture. She's a.
Yeah, good call.
If they want to go
Google
find it
it
on their own, that's fine. But
You can Google my wife. By the way, that's funny that's the line that we crossed.
Just Google Judy
You
Gold's
said
therapist.
your Asian girlfriund. You were like, Asian!
Because she doesn't look Asian at all.
Oh, look at Josh.
Oh, she's hot.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's with the
Joshy.
fucking hat? Like, do you have to wear that fucking hat all the time?
Go over to that picture there. There's no hat there.
Right, that looks good.
Yeah, why the
a
hat?
nice head of hair.
Well, the hat is because
You're known for your hat on Chelsea Handler.
that's what it is. Listen, Chelsea's the last person I dated before I met my wife, right? So
Wait, you guys actually dated?
You dated her?
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Whoa.
For how long?
She's terrifying.
No, she's well. Look, when we were younger and we were just out partying and having fun, so date maybe isn't the right word, but she's my buddy. But she is very vocal about what she likes and doesn't like. And I used to go on the show without a hat, and then one day after the show, she was like, "I fucking hate you without that hat. Don't come on the show again without a hat."
Oh God!
So I was like, okay, and now, if I want to do something that's associated with Chelsea, I got to wear the hat because people don't know who the fuck I am.
Well, she's not in this room.
Yeah, I know, but that's true. But I didn't shower this morning.
And I don't like. Isn't it bad for your hair to wear hats all the time?
That's a myth.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Whatever.
Yeah, but my wife is way better looking than I am. She's really upped my game. See, it's not bad, right? Myths debunked.
How'd you meet the wife?
I met her when I was single with my three kids. I was single with my 3 kids.
Yeah.
Wait, you have 3 kids?
I have 3 kids.
Jesus.
Wait.
Well, a long time ago, I met a woman. She had 2 kids. We had a kid together. I kicked her out, but I kept all 3 kids. I kept my kid.
Why'd you kick her out?
She had her own problems. And so, but when I kept all 3 kids.
Wait, you have her kids to this day?
My exes.
Does she see them?
Not so much anymore.
And how old are they?
My kids are old now, though. Like my, you know.
You got to slow down a little bit. This is too good.
I know. I can't. What the fuck did this come from? Wait, you have what's the youngest?
18.
What's the oldest?
23.
Oh, so they're out of the house.
What? They're all gone now.
Oh, all right.
So when I met her, my wife now, when I was raising 3 kids by myself, I used to live in one room with 3 kids. My oldest son, this was when he was very young. He was like, I want my own room. I was like, this is the only room. And he said, I know that. What would you think about me living in the closet? And I said, what?
And now I've done that, and it's not good. It's very uncomfortable.
But he set up his room. He set up a bed. He set everything up in the closet. And he was like, is it okay if I sleep in here? And I was like, yeah.
What was he, like 12, 13? Because he had to jerk off?
No, he was 8. No. When they started jerking off, I told him, look, you just got to make the showers quicker. You just got to.
Yeah,
you can't be sitting in the shower for a half an hour jerking off.
I know.
Right, it's a drought.
No, but and then, so you have a son? Do you have a son?
2 sons.
Have you ever, I walked into my 18-year-old son's room, and I was walking close to his bed. He goes, whoa, whoa. I go, what? He goes, don't step on that sock. And I went, oh.
Yeah.
It's like stepping on a Frito.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like I was going to get the bottom of my foot pregnant.
Right.
It was like a little teepee. How old are your kids?
19 and 14.
Oh, so that is like, and teenage boys smell.
Oh, I can't.
When I walk into his room, it smells. It smells like he's been baking feet in his room for like 2 years.
Such body odor.
A warm wall of fucking yuck.
Oh, please. Yeah. And he's always playing basketball, so he smells. Yeah.
My kids, my 5-year-old's feet already stink.
Yeah.
Oh, it's brutal.
Terrible. The BO is awful.
Has he started with his hands down his pants all the time?
Yeah, absolutely. I asked him the other day, he goes, what are you doing? He goes, oh, this feels good. I'm like, oh, here we go.
He's not wrong.
Where the fuck we go?
It doesn't.
The farting is bad too. I'm just like, and sometimes if they're silent but deadly, I'm like, really? Like you couldn't fucking warn me?
Sephardic.
Warn you? They come over to fart in front of you.
Yeah. In my face.
You're a guy though. You should be farting right back at him.
Yeah, queef.
I mean, you're not a guy, but
queef right on him.
I just called her a guy. I mean, you know. You said
I know.
All right.
But it's just like, and then when they do that, like we know what each other's farts smell like. I can't believe I'm talking about this.
This is good stuff.
You have your own brand?
Well, everyone has their own fart smell in my house.
Hell yeah, Judy's
so
are angry.
in the car. Mine smell like matzah.
See, you had to bring it back to the Jews.
Have yours changed? Mine have changed since this month because I haven't had meat or anything. Mine have changed entirely.
Like what are they?
They're terrible.
Terrible, right?
Vegan fart. Like,
I mean,
you're vegan now?
No. I tried. I've been making fun of them my whole life, so I was like, I'm going to do it for a month. My farts, but my poop comes out. You know, like in the bottom of a water slide where people go wee.
Yeah.
That's how my shit comes out right now. It's coming out like smooth and fat.
If you're enjoying
a lot better. But the beans
if you're enjoying
and
your
the lentils,
breakfast this morning, this is very light listening.
I get woken up in the middle of the night because my wife's like, holy fuck.
Yeah. Really?
And then I'm mad. I'm like, why am I awake? And she's like, your farts are horrendous.
Yeah.
You're farting in your sleep.
They're bad.
I do gas X if I think I'm going to fart.
Why?
Gas X. Wait a minute.
Now you're a girl again.
Bring it back to the Jews again.
Yeah.
What? Gas X? If I'm having an episode, okay.
Bravo,
like
Mark
I
Dorman.
had something and, or I ate something, I don't know, then I do the gas. It's so easy. Haven't you been on stage and you fart and it's like, oh my God.
One of my favorite things is to fart on stage and watch the people in the front row, their face as they're like, what the?
Oh, that's just your act.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you mean.
That. I love
Good
doing
excuse.
That.
Good excuse.
But yeah, it is fun to fart up there because you're like, no one knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They blame each other.
I've had bad stomach and I've been like, oh boy. I feel sorry for the front row.
But isn't it more fun to have the gas than it is to take it away? That gas X seems like it's more fun.
That's a good point.
What about on the plane?
I love it.
I mean, that is really bad because
you don't want to be that guy.
you're like, oh my God, they know it's coming from this area.
But they don't.
But
they
I,
don't.
you know what I do?
You look around like it's someone else.
Everyone knows that. I do that, yes.
Of course.
I'm always like,
But I always know that's the person that did it.
Yeah, exactly. The
that's how you-
overactor.
yeah,
And
exactly.
you can't be the first person to go for the air. You got to be the second or third.
Right.
You can't be the first person because the first person is like giving
That's
it away.
right.
You got to go second or third. And you got to follow suit.
And give it a what the fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. You got to look around a little bit. That's what you got to do. Yeah.
Can't play too much though. You gotta play it just right. Mm-hmm. All right, we gotta take a break, and then we're gonna talk about the Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And other things. So I guess we got the plugs in, right? Josh Wolf at Gotham, Mark Norman at Laughing Skull Lounge in Atlanta starting tonight. Mark came in here. This is awesome, and you're flying too. Everyone's flying out right after the show.
I'm flying. I have a 1:10 flight.
And Jimmy already left to fly.
From where?
LaGuardia.
Me too.
Hey.
How you getting there?
Car.
Uber?
Are you paying for it?
No. You want to jump in?
No, I'm not paying for mine. I was going to give you a ride.
Oh, thanks.
Big shots. Got big shots in the studio.
No, I'm very generous.
Appreciate it.
Big shots. All right, we're going to continue. Stay there. Back with Mark Norman.
Yo!
Laughing Skull Lounge in Atlanta tonight through Sunday. We had Josh Wolf, but he just said, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah,
and
we're
left.
We're down a Jew.
So we lost Josh, but we still have Judy Gold.
That's right, and I'm unbearable. I'm unbearable.
According to Twitter.
Yeah, I love it.
But as they tweet that, they're still listening.
Oh, I know.
And then they'll go, no, we're not.
And like all I talk about is being a Jew and Jews and dykes.
You're a bit obsessed with Jews. You're kind of obsessed.
You think so? Well,
A
my
little
father was in World War II.
Whoa.
You know, and I grew up in a very Jewy home.
Very religious.
And they put swastikas on our house when I was growing up.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Who, though? It depends
In
who.
the 60s.
Uh-huh.
We had like a KKK in our town.
You had a KKK
Yes.
in your town?
And they were so amateur, too.
What town?
Clark, New Jersey.
Clark.
And actual swastikas on the house.
When we first moved in, yeah. And then there were, the one time we were at synagogue and they started shooting at the, but it was a BB gun. So
Jesus.
we had to get under the thing.
So-
The pews or whatever.
Did you guys move?
No.
Good for you.
But why'd you
Oh, they're just like, it was just ridiculous. There were no black people in my town. It was ridiculous.
So they were amateur.
Where is
Yeah.
this heaven?
It's right next to Westfield, Cranford. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Clark, New Jersey.
Oh, Clark, New Jersey.
07066.
So they never hurt you, though?
I mean, I got bullied all the time.
Yeah.
Like
but-
noogies and stuff?
No, it was because I was, gigantic. Yeah, and in the marching band. So that was like a
shit.
bad combo.
Who would fuck with you, though?
Oh,
I know,
my
right?
God.
Giant.
And how'd you get that hat over the horns?
Hey now, Shabbat Shalom.
But yeah, marching band and big
Yeah,
Jew,
bad,
that's tough.
bad.
What
Yeah.
instrument?
What is the worst like
Trombone.
What?
Tuba?
No.
Tuba?
Clarinet.
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
That's not the worst.
Like, it's the most unattractive if you're a female. Yeah.
Like that, right?
Yeah.
That was way off.
No, but I was going for the face. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
The face was like, yeah, I know.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
No wonder you're so tough. You've been through a
You
lot.
had to have a hot exterior.
Yeah.
Yes. So why don't you like Caitlyn Jenner?
Do we have 3 hours? First of all, I didn't like her when she was Bruce Jenner. She's, I mean, I cannot.
Oh, wow. She looks good.
No, she doesn't. Okay. She has lived her entire life
There's some
as
good
a privileged,
photoshopping there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Privileged white man and has and then makes these blanket statements about women. And she's for Ted Cruz. She doesn't believe in gay marriage.
Right.
She's,
She doesn't believe in gay marriage.
She's got to, she has to, evolve on that. It's not a big issue. That GLBT, the gays and lesbians are the ones who fought for her to have these rights and
Right.
be treated like a human being. And it's all about, like all these kids are dying in the street. Their parents have kicked them out. They're just drug addicts. And she's like, this is what it's like to be transgender. You're rich. You get new cheekbones. You get whatever,
Yep.
it's a horrible, she is abhorrent. I cannot stand her.
You have a feel for this stuff. Don't you think Bruce Jenner was a gay guy?
No, he still likes chicks.
I don't know what he likes. She
this
said
is
before
now
the whole transgender thing. I'm talking Bruce Jenner, the man. I felt like he was
because
a gay
he has
guy.
so many kids and and girlfriend. I definitely.
But he had some weird relationship with his father. If you saw the first interview,
Well, all I know is that she. Recently,
and I'm not saying like gay means you're transgender. I'm just saying Bruce before all this other stuff.
You think he was confused?
No, you're always attracted, right? But you're when
that's
you
not why he's now a
transgender.
woman,
No. But you are always attracted to this whatever gender you were always. But recently, she said she would date a guy, so that means that she is now a woman, but she wants to be a straight woman and not a gay woman.
But that would be a gay act, no matter what.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, no, because she thinks she's a woman.
In her head, she thinks she's a woman. She's still got the parts, though.
Right, but that's called body dysmorphia.
I understand all that, but I'm just a basic conversation. That would be a gay act.
Right, and you're at Opie and Jim.
What?
At Opie and Jim, it would be. I mean, in her head, she is... But you're saying physically, just in physical terms.
I'm not. It's a bit confusing.
She's still, okay. I cannot. The fact, he was always with women, and now all of a sudden he changes his sexual orientation. I can't. And the Ted Cruz thing. Ted Cruz hates her. I mean, doesn't want her to have any rights at all, doesn't believe that gays should have any rights. It's like, ugh.
So he turned into a bimbo.
And then she said, this is my favorite. She said that Hillary Clinton has done nothing for women. Oh, really? You've gained a lot of insight in the 7 months that you've been female.
Yeah, you
really know what it's like to be a woman.
Paying attention to those women's issues.
And it's all it's like you haven't lived in this world as a woman. You have no fucking idea. You took advantage of being a rich white guy, athlete, whatever, and now all of a sudden you know what it's like to be a woman. Shut the fuck up.
Not to mention she gets to dodge the whole period thing. I'm just saying it must be nice to avoid that whole thing.
And it also, she got that ESPN everything's about. She didn't deserve that.
That ESPN thing pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah,
who should have? The cancer girl.
The cancer girl?
Or the basketball cancer girl.
Yeah.
She should have got it.
Right. Or the woman who had, her leg cut off and ran the fucking Boston Marathon after,
There's two that
I mean, that's not courage. You're fucking loaded and you have a TV camera in front of you.
Sure.
And you make up bullshit and then you don't even fucking support the community.
The courage would be turning into a 65-year-old woman without all that help around you.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That would be courage.
Right. And then she's like, oh, I know how hard it is to be a woman because I had to get makeup on. Shut the fuck up.
Right. You just became a ditz. You were like this award winner, and then you became a ditz.
I mean, to go from the most masculine, I mean, that is the hardest competition. That's like you are an athlete.
I still find that whole world extremely strange.
Yeah.
I do.
It's hard to, I'm
not hating or any of that crap,
right,
but I still find it a bit strange, and, it's going to take a little time to really understand all this.
Well, it's a tough pill. I think the kinks are still being worked out of it.
Yeah, but if you're not accepting right away, they want to crucify you.
Right.
You don't have to be accepting as long as you're not hating on the person and wishing horrible things on them. Then I think it's okay to not be okay with this.
Well, or just to be uncomfortable with it because you don't understand it. Yeah. I totally understand that. Right. I think it's, I get it. I'm a gay and oh my God. And I've seen, I lived through the AIDS crisis. I mean, I've seen the whole community grow, and it's only because people realized, oh my God, I never knew that guy was gay, or this teacher was gay, or that one, and you're like, oh my God,
but it took time,
right? Because people weren't out. They weren't out. No one knew.
It just started, really, for most of us. Most of us,
now it's out in the open. Yeah.
There was the Danish girl, and that was the 20s.
Yeah.
That was Copenhagen.
No, there were a whole bunch before. Yeah.
Well, we talked about the Danish girl yesterday.
I didn't see it, and I have it. Is it so good?
I don't know.
It's a little slow, but it's good.
I didn't see it.
You hated it?
I didn't see it.
Right.
But I mean, this isn't fair because this is what the person really looked like.
Yeah, Jesus, it's like Judd Hirsch.
Boy, did they prettied up this person for the movie, huh?
But they always do
Hollywood.
that. Yeah.
Hooray for Hollywood.
But that's what the person ended up looking like. I can't even tell if the original went from man to woman or woman to man. It's man to woman? Right?
Man to woman, yeah.
All right, but in the old pictures, would you think that guy on the left was born a man?
Well, you were allowed to be a little more fey back then,
but,
I think.
a lot of them, they were born and the balls were up, never, they were stuck in there. They had...
Never dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the New Year's.
What's this?
I left Hasidim to become a woman.
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
What
is.
What about the dick?
With the tire hat.
He's still got the dick, Jenner.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like that's kind of half-assing?
Right. Well, they haven't. Yeah, that's true because they can take the dick off and it's fine. It's when you become a man physically, they don't have that perfected yet. The wiener. So that's why Chaz doesn't have a wiener yet. They can strap it on.
I think the penis makes it a gay act.
Interesting.
Just because I don't know.
Because it's two wieners.
It's two wieners.
Yeah.
But in your head, you
and
think
one has sauerkraut and mustard.
In your head, you truly believe you're a woman, so now it's not gay when you see the penis. So confusing. But you still have a penis.
Right.
So you can make a vagina, but you can't make a penis? Is that what you said?
It's easier to cut the wiener off.
And you got to keep a little for the sensation.
Yes. And then
they use a little of your helmet. To make your clit.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes. But,
what part, though, you think? Right underneath there?
Yeah, that's where the rim.
But I think when you take male hormones, the clit becomes a mini wiener.
I think they take your... I think
you know what I mean? So it's like a little kind of penis-looking
I think they take your helmet and then they make it into like a broken balloon. And then they shape your clit that way.
But there's no hole. Can you fuck that thing? Can you get in there?
Oh, no, they get a hole going.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get a hole going. They put a nice little sleeve in there for you.
Oh, that can't be sanitary. You got to douche that, I assume.
Douche is so bad for you.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
I hear baby powder, too.
Oh, my God. I used to put baby powder down there all the time, like in between my legs, and when I was like in my 20s and teens, and
Yeah,
I haven't done it in a long time. But
You got people screaming at us right now. Caitlin's a man, not a woman.
Uh-oh.
Judy's a hypocrite about Caitlin.
Oh.
Why? That's the thing.
That's the one I want to take.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why am I a hypocrite? I'm not.
Let me get to the phone here. Caitlin is a man, not a woman.
Her.
There's a lot of people that really believe that just because there's still, there's still the penis there. I think it'd be a little more. I think I would understand a little more if now you're taking all the parts off,
right?
Or changing them up or whatever,
right?
That's what
but it's also
me too.
a really, it's an invasive surgery. But if you met someone with gender dysphoria, they are in their head. They've never I know someone who was. Is a female body, but thinks and acts like a guy, but said, my mother said, oh, you have to put your shirt on soon, because your boobs are going to grow. And she was like, wait, I thought my penis was going to grow. Like, had no idea.
Wow.
Like, had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of it is because it's internally stuck in there.
Right.
So confusing.
Yeah.
It really is.
Interesting.
Chris in Colorado, go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Opie.
Hey, buddy.
Judy, you are so fucking hateable and hypocritical. You are fucking running down this Caitlyn Jenner because of her sexual orientation, and you fucking say that's the exact same.
I have no idea. Has nothing to do with her sexual orientation. It has to do with the fact that she is a huge fucking hypocrite, and I didn't like her as Bruce. I didn't like her when she was a man. She is a disgusting... Oh, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself in your fucking hateful white fucking robe. Shut the fuck up.
Let me ask, Chris, what's your point? I didn't really hear you. Let him talk for a second.
You can't start a conversation with you're a hateful cunt.
Yeah, what's your point? Chris,
calm down. Calm down. Obviously, this is a big issue for you.
I have no problem, taking your call, but what is your point instead of just screaming? Why is she a hypocrite?
She was fucking hating on Bruce Jenner because, she was dating guys. Oh, now she wants to date women.
No, I don't care. I'm
And
just
that's the
saying.
same reason you fucking said you hated Ted Cruz. You're a fucking hypocrite.
Oh, Ted Cruz supporter.
Oh, are you Ted Cruz? Jesus.
Go fuck yourself, bitch.
Damn.
God, you're a classy guy.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, you can't hang up on that.
I didn't hang up.
He hung up on
I know.
that.
These people hate.
What?
They hate. Now someone like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, you're straight guys. You don't react like that. You're like, oh, I think it's weird and I don't understand it.
I think it was the Ted Cruz thing.
Well, Ted Cruz is so anti, gay rights,
Right.
and so anti-trans. So
I think that's the part that really got him. I think.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure.
But I'm just explaining that most
I'm not a Ted Cruz fan.
Oh, please. He's a horrible person. And everyone in Congress hates him. And he's a liar. I mean, they're all liars, but yeah.
He can't get one of his fellow senators to endorse him.
One did. Yeah, one
He can't
did.
get one. Oh, one finally did?
Yeah, one.
Oh, okay.
He's so attractive. And do you follow his college roommate?
What?
On Twitter?
Oh, hates him, right?
Hates and said he is the most
shitty tweets about.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And he was freshman roommate, and all these people from Princeton, right? He says he is the most horrible person in the world.
Oh, that's funny.
Ted Cruz's college roommate is on an epic 10-month Twitter rant.
Wow.
Yep, hates him.
What's the stuff he's saying? Can we get a few of
he's
these?
I
heard about this, but I didn't actually read
Yeah.
the tweets. Oh, great. Ted Cruz is filibustering. Now the entire nation can experience my noxious freshman year dorm room experience. Have fun, everyone. Not back then, but his current hobby of running for president is inexplicable.
Oh, she goes on and on about what a hard, and then other people in the class are like, "Oh, he's such a hypocrite, and he used to flirt with." Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, his name's Craig Mazin. It looks like CL.
Yeah,
Mazin.
I
This
love
one's
him.
good. I hadn't met him yet. I had high hopes for my roommate, but I got Ted Cruz, the ultimate punishment for optimism.
Did you ever see that video where they interview him, and he's like a senior in high school? And he's like, "I'm gonna rule the world." Yeah,
No.
he's so fucking sick.
Whoa.
You didn't see
Sick.
that?
No.
Yeah, he's
sick.
Yeah, right here. He's kind of hateable in this video. Sorry to the guy that was yelling at Judy Gold, but
It's
all right, you got to find it.
and he loves women too. The guy that was yelling at me.
Yes. So that's it on Caitlyn Jenner.
I don't care. I mean, I cannot stand her, and I'm allowed to not like her.
No, what pisses me off about the whole thing for real is that you comedians,
right?
Maybe not all of you. Certainly the late night variety,
Right.
They really can't do Caitlyn Jenner jokes.
I do them all the time.
I do them too.
Or they're too scared to do the jokes.
I'm not scared.
No.
They're kind of SNL hasn't done any Caitlyn Jenner
Those
stuff.
aren't comedians. We're comedians.
It's all. That's what's so
I
fucked
guess I mean
up.
the guys on TV.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, they could do such a great
I know.
thing about her coming out with all her, supporting all of these people who are so against transgenders. Like she's all about her money and keeping her white privilege and being on television and making a big show about, this is what transgender, how horrible that is for little kids who are like, well, I can't afford to get cheekbones and I can't afford to get that. And it's awful.
Is it bad? I just laugh when she enters a room.
No,
on keeping up with the Kardashians.
No, I can't. I can't with her.
With her,
and
with
it's
her
like
giant knee.
And so many people are afraid. People thank me when I write shit about her.
Really?
Because they're like, I can't say it, but you can. It's like, no, you can say it.
Yeah.
Not really. You can't.
We're all thinking it.
You can't say shit like that. You get fired from
Why
your job.
can't you say?
You should be able to.
But I didn't. It's like when he was Bruce. I didn't like him. And I don't like him. I don't like her values. I don't.
Even most radio guys can't fucking talk about this shit. You guys are the last ones that could pretty much say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And they're starting to fuck with you guys too.
Yeah,
in
they
some
are.
of the clubs.
Right. And it's ridiculous because, look, I have been an activist forever. I moved to New York. I worked at God's Love We Deliver. I was at the first AIDS walk. I used to work at all. I mean, I've done so much. And, I'm not saying that because I'm braggy. I'm just saying I've been in this community for so long. I had so many friends die of AIDS. I'm joining the board of GMHC. I mean, I'm really involved in the fight for equality. And it's not special it's just the same rights. It's not, I have kids. They don't understand why can't we go here? If I move to another state, like Montana or something, I would have no state rights,
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. And you tell me that my kids are not healthy or happy, or they're great people. They have 2 parents who love them.
Now that they're older, I've known you a bunch of years now. How is it having 2, the only way I could say it, 2 mommies in the house? Is that a strange thing for them? Have they ever brought it up?
No, they have no, I had a partner for 20 years.
Right.
And then we broke up, and now
But they don't think anything out of the ordinary.
No.
This is their parents.
Yeah, that's it.
No, because that has come up over the years where, I don't know, a kid has 2 goddamn mommies.
Right, but I live in New
Not
York.
a father.
Right, but there's so many kids with single mothers.
Right.
There's so many deadbeat dads. There's people who unfortunately perished in 9/11, and they have single mothers or single. People live with their grandparents. There's so many different family situations.
Have they ever brought it up?
No, they don't give a shit. I ask them all the time. Like Henry's like, oh, this one said this, and I was telling him to go fuck himself. I have always been open about it, because sometimes you're like, oh, this one's like, hey, oh, he's really tall. How tall is his dad? And I could say, whatever, but I find it important because they have to come out every day, because people just assume they have. Even if it's a cab driver, he doesn't have a dad, he has 2 moms. But you have to say it so people know, wait, they were normal. They were in my cab. I actually like them. You have to act like you are.
Well, what do you do?
Just like everyone else. And, what do you do I am.
What do you do for Father's Day?
Oh, they call me and go, happy Father's Day. They're like, on Mother's Day, I'm like, hey, do you have anything to say to me? And they're like, happy Father's Day. They always, they always are like.
Is that really real?
Yes, they're always like, happy Father's Day.
That's great.
Because I'm the one that goes out and plays.
Was it a surrogate?
No.
Yeah.
I had one. I had one, and my ex had one.
Yeah, they both had a baby.
I adopted the one that my ex had, and she adopted the one I had. So they're brothers.
But they both live with you.
Well, no, they go back and forth. One's in Indiana, but yeah. I
didn't know that. I thought both were with you.
No, they like to hang out with me more because I'm more fun. But, and she travels a lot. So, but, I'm the one that's home when they get home from school and stuff. So,
all right.
But they have so many, I have so many straight guys in my life. They're so loved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many people with shitty parents.
Do you guys use stuff shaped as penises?
With the kids?
No, not the kids. Judy's the only one you can talk about this shit. Anyone else would be so
I just
insulted.
started. I don't care. I never did.
But isn't the shape of a penis a turnoff?
No,
it's
just like no. It depends.
I'm sure it feels good, but when you want to shape something else,
it's just something to go in there.
Right.
I'm not into having things in there a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I have a small. It's small.
That's not what I heard.
Hey now, but yeah. So a lot of people, whenever you see a really butch woman with a really femme woman, they have
strap-ons,
specific roles.
Right.
Yeah. And then, and that's what Elisa, the therapist, always says to me. They don't fight because they have specific roles.
Yeah, but men and women fight.
Right. And so she said, because we're both sort of like to be girls, and I'm the butch.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah!
Father's Day.
Being married to a therapist. Fuck.
Oh, I know. It's really...
She can't,
and everyone...
She can't leave that shit at the office.
Oh, it's annoying. And then everyone's like, oh my God, what a great combo. A therapist and a comedian.
Yeah, 2 insufferable
I'm
people.
not introspective enough and hate myself even when I need that fucking brought up,
Yikes.
All right, here are the phone calls.
Oh, God. Fuck you. Fuck you, Judy. Fuck you, Judy.
No, all over the place.
All right.
David in Iowa lived in town where Bruce went to college. They took down all his photos.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
Bob in Jersey, stop referring to Bruce as a she. Was Judy on Broad City? Were you on Broad City?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think I saw a couple of those episodes finally. Funny show.
It's a great show.
Yeah, it's really good.
There's an animation online that shows sex changes.
Oh, God.
Pat Duffy's dad, I think I went to high school with Judy.
Hey.
Really?
Do you know the Duffys?
I mean, I blocked a lot out, but maybe.
Pat Duffy's dad.
He wrote the swastika.
Hey, buddy.
How is everybody?
Good,
Doing all
how are
right.
you?
Long time. You might have went to school with Judy Gold?
I believe.
Were you the one that put the swastika on her house?
It was in the 60s when we had just moved there, yeah.
I kind of remember that. I graduated in 70 at LJ. What did you graduate, Judy?
I graduated in 80.
80?
Yeah.
Okay. So you probably knew my brother, the cop, then.
Which one?
Phil.
Phil?
He was at
Bill
Duffy.
Bill Duffy. That sounds familiar.
Bill Duffy.
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
Thurell Johnson Regional High School.
Yeah.
You went to the same high
Matt,
school?
do you remember that they used to have KKK rallies in the schoolyard?
No.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. They're so weird.
I was the senior class president in 1970.
No way.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, whoopee, right? We just had our 45th reunion like last November, and I remember Judy Goldberg. I remember, I don't know, because of Beth Israel right there on Valley Road. Is that the synagogue you went to?
No, no, that's whatchamacallit, Temple Beth Or.
Sorry, rather. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
I was
Don't worry
thinking of the
about
hospital in Norton.
it. Oh yeah, that's
Anyway.
where I was born in Newark. Yeah.
There you go.
Newark.
Yeah.
In Newark. I'm a Jersey City boy myself.
Oh yeah, we lived in Elizabeth till I, was like 5.5 or something. Yeah.
Did you live off Lake Avenue?
I lived off. No, I was on the other side.
What are we, speed dating?
What was it?
What's going on?
I was on the Italian side.
Yeah, I was over by Valley Road School.
Yeah.
She's gay, buddy.
Italian Jewish. Yeah.
Jesus.
Now I understand Tinder.
Yeah.
Why go through all this?
Right.
Fucking swipe.
Exactly.
I was in Clark last night. I went to the American Legion meeting, and you're right. It's still like 1,200 square miles or whatever of God's little white acres.
Yeah.
All right.
Is Schifferstein still there? I love that place.
What is that?
It's a farm, Schifferstein's farm. And oh my God, I used to get for $1 you could get so much candy there. And my mother bought we had a huge garden. My parents grew all their vegetables, and then whatever else they needed, they buy at Schifferstein's. Shut up.
Oh well, I know. We're getting boring. Yeah,
Getting.
Well, say hi to there it is. Say hi to White Castle,
Why are
because
you
it's just so
surprised that we
funny
can
that
find
it's
that on
online.
Google? Of course,
I live right around. I live right down the street from that.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
That is fucking rural.
Yeah, just that area. All right.
It's getting boring. We'll see you.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
The next
Thank you, buddy.
reunion.
Say hi to Pat.
I'm not going. I never go to the reunions.
I never go either. I don't get it.
I don't fucking. I hated you then. I'm not going to go there and go. Oh, hey, hi.
What are you up to?
Yeah, and
Right.
that's what Facebook's for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I made it to the 20th, and I tapped out after that.
Weren't they like, oh, Opie, oh my God, I listened to you on
was
the
kind
radio.
of cool, yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff is cool.
But were you popular?
In school?
Yeah.
Sort of. I was in a whole bunch of different worlds.
Oh, so you were like everyone.
A little the athletes.
Right.
Played a bunch of sports. Then I did a few plays. So I was in that world. Which
Cool.
didn't matter.
And you were basketball. Yeah.
That was my thing. I loved basketball growing up.
Oh my God, you must have been so popular. And everyone must have loved you.
I did okay.
Yeah.
But I was too
horrible.
Huh?
I had a horrible experience
in high school.
Oh my God, the worst.
I didn't have the greatest until I was a senior, and then the 10th graders came in.
Right.
And then I was a big deal.
Right.
But girls my own age, no way, because I was always small for my age.
Right.
Very
Me too.
small
Me too.
I'll give you stats. Ready for this?
Yeah.
5'2", 91 pounds.
No way.
10th grade.
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
So there you go.
That's where you
and
get
then
Opie.
when did you have your big growth spurt?
Then I did 4 inches each year.
Wow.
And then almost, I'm just under 6 now. So I went 5'2", 5'6", 5'10", and then I squeezed out about another inch after that.
I wonder how tall Ben's going to be.
He's what now?
He's 14.
And
6'4", 16 shoe.
6'4".
16 shoe.
Holy
Actually, the
moly.
coach last night was like, yeah, I don't think you're 6'4". I think you're 6'3".
Who's the dad?
It's a donor.
Oh, it's a donor.
It's an anonymous sperm donor.
You didn't know anything about the donor?
Oh, no, I have huge file on the donor.
So you know a lot about him?
Yeah, but it was so long. I mean, this is...
Does he want to meet that guy someday?
No.
That's a bad idea.
But a lot of them...
That never works
a lot
out.
of them do, and there's a donor sibling registry where a lot of... that you can get in touch. I think we talked about this. But they have no interest.
Yeah, that's good. A photo...
And I'm like, whatever you want. I have a packet. Henry's over 18. I have he doesn't... No interest.
It's stupid to say this.
Maybe he will.
It's stupid to say this because I'm not in that world, but if I donated some of that sperm to, get by in college... with the understanding, like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But then someone came up to me and said, hey, man, I would
freak out, right?
I would freak out, and then I think I would have to, like, at least, I don't know, have a conversation and see what they're all... I don't know, because they look like you, I guess.
I just see a photo.
But it's just you have to think of it as just a body part, and that we needed that body part.
I'm not saying I would bond with the person or any of that, but
I think
the curiosity.
I know.
I'm surprised the curiosity of your son. I mean, he's obviously happy with having two moms and all that, but the curiosity would get the best of me. But that's not fair for me to say because I'm not in that world.
Right. It's like there's people who are adopted who have no desire to see their, birth family.
I sort of have that in my family.
Yeah.
And it blows my mind. I'm like, I would have to know, but then respectfully, I'm like, all right, but I'm not.
Right, you're not in that.
I'm not in that world.
Place. Yeah.
I think that's why your mind goes. Oh my God, I would have to know my biological parents.
It is interesting because then I look at his face and I see what's not me. You know what I mean? And I see.
He's got a nice nose.
He has great tits. And even with Henry, I see what's not. I mean, but he looks so much like me. It's really scary.
Can we get a pic?
He's
Ben?
He's 6'3" at 14 years old with a size 16.
Ben Gold.
Ben. Oh, wait. No, that's...
Have your
Wait, no, I'll give you another one.
Have your doctors said how tall he's going to be if he's this tall at 14?
Well, he's got to be... Henry's so stoned in that picture. No, that's old.
Wow.
Wait, where is he? These are so old.
Is that him in the middle?
No, I don't even know what the fuck that is. That's Carlisle Family YMCA. That's an article I wrote for Go Down.
Has the doctor said how tall he's going to be?
They 6'7", 6'8". I don't know.
I think he's got a shot. I think he's got a shot at 7 foot.
That's what Elisa says.
Look at you with the dark hair, Judy.
I know.
Hey, go back to that Talk Soup photo.
Where? Which one?
Oh, I know. Talk Soup.
Smoking hot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
What was that, the 80s?
Shut up! I love doing that show. But then they gave it to a guy.
Of course.
Wait,
White
you had
males.
you had a run on that? Or
I did it a couple times, and then they gave it to...
Who did they give it to?
All my jobs go to, Sherry Shepherd, usually. Yeah.
See, that picture doesn't do it justice because the kid is just as tall as you. No, but how tall are you? 6'1"?
No, that's my older son. So that's my little one, the blue sweatshirt one.
How old is he in that picture?
He's young. He's like...
And how tall is your oldest?
Oh, he's like 6'1".
He's going to get a lot of pussy, huh?
Oh,
yeah, good-looking kid.
Good-looking
kid there,
He has a girlfriend. He won't cheat on her.
I don't know.
Yep, he's really good. He's, they're very good to women. They're good boyfriends because they're not like, oh, she's a chick, she can't do this or she can't, Henry doesn't take any shit from anyone.
They didn't have a guy to poison that mind.
Mm-hmm.
They had plenty of guys. And, they had me.
That's offensive to men.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we're good.
What?
I got to roll.
But he's got to get a fucking flight.
But you guys go. You
guys have a good rapport.
Done.
I like doing radio with Judy Gold.
Oh,
I love you. I think you're great.
We have some weird fucking...
I know.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
It's chemistry. I like Mark Norman.
I like you.
Yeah, I like you
I
a lot.
was terrified of you for years.
Why?
I just thought that was...
Mark,
your real thing.
No.
We're very similar.
Yeah.
I didn't have her on the show forever because I was scared of her. I finally told you that.
Yeah, in Montreal.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you kidding me? I love you guys.
But then Brother Weeze, who's my mentor, had Judy on. I'm like, wow, okay. And then I lightened up, but I'm like, this fucking broad's scary.
Right.
Yeah, it's because I'm so big, don't you think? And I'm loud.
You're boisterous. Like I said, you come in here, you don't even need a mic.
I know. It's like, I think it's from years of... just
You're kind of
trying not to even have any attention towards me because I don't want to be called, the names I was.
Right. But I used to watch you on Tough Crowd. I was like, this chick is you
have to learn how to.
Brassy.
You have to learn how to put on a tough skin, and I don't lie. I just am who I am. I don't care.
I like that.
You get the phones ringing.
I do. I know.
You do.
That's good.
People fucking
Phones are lighting up,
and then they go, I turn it off every time she's on.
Yeah.
No, they're still listening right now.
They hate women.
She's unbearable.
And then they'll tweet me, like I said earlier, and go,
Little do they know.
When you said, I was still listening, I wasn't listening.
That's so funny.
They're gay. They know it.
Yeah.
All right, Mark Norman, tonight through Sunday, Laughing Skull Lounge in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Come
baby.
on out. I'll be Tindering as well.
Yeah, he put some numbers, this Mark Norman.
Really?
He's putting up the numbers.
I could use some oral tips.
Hey, now.
If you have any.
Oh, she did that for us last time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I have a lot of oral tips for you.
You just shove that tongue in there.
No, you gotta
right?
lift.
You just shove it in there.
You lift
the hood.
Uh-huh. And gently until because you don't know how hard she's going to want it. So you have to lift the hood.
Okay.
And then circle around a little bit.
I would start, gently, and then I, see how hard you can go.
Like putting a penny in that thing in the mall and just letting it kind of circle.
Circle it around. Yeah. There's a lot of things you can do with your tongue. You can do the up and down. You can do around. You can, even when you take a break and you can just move your head if you're getting tired.
Like the nose? Hit the nose?
No, your tongue. Like if you're,
I see.
And then you're like, oh my God, I'm tired.
I got it.
Then you can just, I can help you. I'll help you out.
We made a video last time. It's called Judy Gold Can Satisfy Women. So we'll tweet that out.
Look at me with the hands. I look like Donald Trump. I know.
You're taking it very seriously in this video.
Yeah.
You like the Trump?
Look at me with the hand motions.
Your pussy is very luxurious.
Yeah.
You like the Trump there, Judy Gold?
No, you do.
I like that he's fucking everything up.
Yeah, I like that. I like
that part.
That some of the things he says I like. I don't think he should be president of the United States.
Then who?
At all, and I can't stand
Then who? If you had to pick one.
If
the burn?
No. I can't with that fucking finger.
Interesting.
What finger?
It's every time at a debate, he's always like, call on me. It's like, it's only you and her. So they're going to fucking call on you.
You know that finger's been up his nose a lot, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
he's a guy that enjoys a good pick.
Oh, yeah.
It's
when he's not in front of a camera.
It's
in front of the cameras.
Yeah, it's not.
The whole thing's a mess. It's so fascinating.
It's so interesting.
But I really don't have a guy. I love that Trump is calling everyone out.
I do love, but I can't. He's so dangerous. He really is. Like, don't just say. What about when he goes, well, I need to investigate what white supremacy is. You know what the fucking white supremacy. He's running it like it is a competition. Like he gets the, so Hillary will win Super Tuesday and he'll have a big press conference. Like exactly when she's like thanking it. You know what I mean?
He knows how to work the media.
He does. It's like a competition.
Kind of like that John Kasich. Cause
he's sort of
you really
normal.
gotta leave, huh?
I gotta go. I've been on my flight. I don't want to miss the
I'm
flight.
leaving too then. You're not leaving me here with her.
Come on.
That is so mean. All right, you know what? I'm just going to go kill myself.
Did that come out? I was just thinking that. I'm
That's
sorry.
right.
I was really just thinking that
Yeah,
one.
right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's like you're back in Clark.
She's so mad.
No, I'm fine. I'm happy.
All right, promote. How's the podcast going? Am I doing your podcast?
Yes, Kill Me Now. Yes, but you...
I don't do many podcasts, but I'll do yours.
I know. Kill Me Now.
Good title.
You can go to judygold.com.
I hear good
podcast.
things from it.
Yeah, it's so fun.
My wife listens.
I love her.
She likes it. Kill Me Now is available on iTunes.
Yes, it is.
And you talk about like the medication everybody's on.
Well, I ask everyone if they're
That's
on
one
any
of your
meds,
things.
and then we talk about
I
what
do
pisses them
melatonin.
off.
That's my thing.
That's it.
Yeah, I am. That's
I
it.
know. I got to get off these fucking pills.
What kind of pills are you on?
Oh my God! You should see. Wait.
Come out to the Jewish United Fund to hear about Judy's pills.
Oh wait, where is it?
Pull out all your pills. This is how we'll end today.
I'm just gonna
Mark,
show you.
Mark, you're not gonna check out our pills.
I gotta go. Let's hear about pills.
What time's your flight?
12:45.
Mine's at 1:10.
Oh, you're good.
I know.
It's at LaGuardia. It takes 4 minutes to
I was
get
worried
there.
about traffic.
No, you'll be
There's
fine
no
to
traffic.
LaGuardia.
All right, well, the guy keeps texting me. He's outside.
Oh, he's a fucking asshole.
Do the pills real fast.
Wait,
then
I'm
we're gonna
trying
let
to find... Oh, fuck. Do I have to go home and get my pills?
Oh, no. Left
shit.
the house without the
No, I
pills.
can't, because then I'll just drop dead. Wait.
You're like a
Here.
Klonopin broad, I think.
Oh,
No,
really?
ready?
Yeah,
More
you got
Viagra.
All right, here we go.
And look, it says Tuesday, Thursday. Oh, yeah, Thursday, Friday.
All right. How many?
Okay, so I have... Ready? I have methylfolate, which is a,
Estrogen?
vitamin. It's like, whatever. Then I have,
That's one day?
this is one day.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Then I have, vitamin D, biotin, I have B12.
These are just vitamins.
Wait,
Yeah.
I have a little bit.
Where's the good shit?
I have an estrogen patch and I take a little testosterone
Whoa.
to manage it out. I have, oh fuck, where's my I have Wellbutrin, Paxil, and Trazodone.
All right.
And Ritalin.
Damn.
Yeah, but I don't
This
take
is you
that
on
all
Ritalin?
the time.
It's quite a cocktail.
No, I haven't taken it. I only take it if, I really need to focus.
All right.
Yeah, it's bad. I want to get off of it. And I work out and meditate.
You probably should have.
Damn.
You probably should have taken the Ritalin today. Just saying.
No.
Nasty and mean and nasty and mean.
And you meditate. I like meditating.
Yeah, it's so great.
Big fan of that.
Yeah, I love it.
Getting more and more into it,
Yeah.
too. All right, we got to go. Mark, thank you.
Thank you. I had a blast.
Judy.
What? Nothing? Oh, wait, 54 Below this week.
Yeah.
And next week. But, yeah.
And the Jew thing in Chicago. Don't forget that.
Oh, my God.
Don't forget the Jew thing in Chicago.
Chi-Town, Hebe.
All right. Thank you, Judy Gold.
You're welcome.
All right. And our podcast, we got Sacha Baron Cohen coming in to discuss the Brothers Grimsby. Then we go back to 2006, all on the same podcast, where Borat showed up to talk about his new movie along with Patrice O'Neal. Some good back and forth with Patrice O'Neal that day. Subscribe and review the Opie Radio podcast on iTunes. I'm out tomorrow. We'll see you guys Monday. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks for listening.